Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another Microsoft 2024 live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Wednesday afternoon, my friends. Life begins at 40. Welcome back. Hitcher's Wit, good to see you. Mr. Clay is in the house. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back as well. Mr. Skyworker is here. Good to see you. Sprezzy, welcome back. Jody Doc, good to see you. RB Simmer, welcome. Matisha, good to see you. Oliver Flight Sim, welcome back. Pilot Fred, good to see you, my friend. Shadow Gallery, welcome. Kango, good to see you. Mike Delta, welcome back. JJ, good to see you. Lilo Pilot, welcome. Golf Kilo 4, good to see you, my man. 3 Romeo Whiskey, welcome back. SF Aviation, welcome. Ian is in the house, welcome back. Aiden's here, good to see you. Sleepless, welcome. Raybot, good to see you. Captain Burger, welcome back. Hope you're well. Oliver Flight Sim, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Air FK, welcome back. Joe Plains, good to see you. Juggle Snoop, welcome back. Cap Minnesota, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Sublime Transit, welcome. Amar, good to see you. Scroogs, welcome back. Hope you're well. Mr. Davis is in the house, welcome. Moro, good to see you, welcome. BQ from BK, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. Harry Quinlan, good to see you. Mr. Jesus, welcome back. Dr. Alberts, good to see you. American Airlines 73, welcome. Bearded Yeti's here, good to see you, my friend. Colin is in the house, welcome back. Anyone else FSDT installer not recognizing Microsoft 2024? Is it just me? There's like a little tab on the left side, Colin, and you can cycle between Microsoft 2020 and 2024. There's like a little drop-down menu thing. That might be able to help out a little bit. Life begins at 40. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Fred, no FS Realistic Plus? Nah, man. I just don't. I don't know, man. I was speaking with a couple of the Discord members the other day, and I just feel that, like, with Chaseplane, with the real physics camera in Chaseplane now, I don't know. I just don't necessarily see the... I just don't see the need for FS Realistic. With the sound packs as good as they are now, the Phoenix sound pack, Boris sounds, I just don't feel a need for FS Realistic Plus. I might change my mind, who knows? It's only a $6 upgrade fee. But yeah, I don't know, man. Currently, right now, I honestly don't feel the need for it. I just don't, I'm fine using Chaseplane with the physics camera. Cap, using the new outlay Dan made, or is he still working on it? No, he's still working on it. Still working on it. FS Realistic knows it has to cling on to Chaseplane now, says it all, really. Yeah, well, I don't even know if it has to cling on to Chaseplane. It's just that the real physics-based camera in Chaseplane is so much better than anything that I had seen in FS Realistic. Like I said, if you're flying default aircraft, I think for me now the biggest thing with FS Realistic is the sounds that come with it. Now there are some great sounds, some ground thumps, and there's all kinds of other stuff, and flap shake and flap drag and spoiler drag and stuff. But these sound packs do such a good job now with simulating all of those sounds. You don't really need it. So the only thing I would really say for FS Realistic is if, like, you're flying a lot of default aircraft that lack a lot of sounds, FS Realistic might come in handy because it has 30 plus sounds that you can kind of choose from. But I don't know, man. With Boris sound packs and you know, sound packs that come with this aircraft like the Phoenix, I just don't see much of a need for it anymore, to be honest with you, man. I've been super impressed with Chaseplane and the physics camera, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. But one less thing for me to spend money on, in my opinion. I just don't think it's needed anymore. But that's just me. Did you say what I posted on Discord? NVIDIA lied again, exactly like the FrameGen mod. There is now multi-frame gen mod. Of course. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, Lilo Pilot, at all. It doesn't surprise me at all, my friend. Just like how we got the 3000 series working with FrameGens, nobody would have bought, if you were rocking a 3080 or a 3090, nobody would have bought a 4000 series if they had back-ported FrameGen and FrameGen worked on 3000 series cards. That would have bought people another year or two of service out of their graphics card, right? So that doesn't surprise me at all. At all. Is the cinematic cam still kind of borked, or has it been fixed? There hasn't been an update yet, so I'm just going to assume that it's still borked. I have not seen an update for Chaseplane, so I would not be using it. That's just my I haven't been using the cinematic camera. Lemon Wolf, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Abheek, welcome back. Luke, good to see you as well, my friends. Welcome. We have Mr. Steven celebrating 5 months. Huge no floaties to you, Steven. I feel like it's been a lot longer than 5 months, but happy 5 months, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, friends, let's jump inside the aircraft. Henry has been the goodest boy this morning, and he's fired up the aircraft. It's basically ready to go. We're just going to start importing some information, and we'll be pushing ourselves back and on the way to San Diego. Just over an hour on the flight time over to San Diego. I think it was an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes. What are they saying? An hour and 14 minutes down to San Diego this afternoon, friends. Probably about the same on the way back as well. Mr. CST, 28 months. Huge no floaties to you, my good sir. Thank you very much for support. I was lurking yesterday, CST. I was lurking. I saw you flying the Embraer. I also saw the controller tell you that your call sign was Breeze, even though your call sign was actually Moxie. I was there. I saw it all. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for 28 months, dude. Appreciate you, brother. Cinematic working for me. Could have been something between the plane you were flying and chase plane that didn't cooperate. Yeah, like, I'd use chase plane perfectly, or sorry, the cinematic mode in chase plane perfectly fine, and then it crashed the sim twice in the same week. Crashed it when we were flying. What were we flying? I can't remember. It crashed it when we were flying the Embraer once, the FSS Embraer, and it crashed it another time as well. So I just said, okay, I'm not going to use it for now. Haven't picked up chase plane yet, so I'm debating if I should pay the $6 upgrade FS Realistic Plus or not. I personally think chase plane is better, but yeah, that's just my opinion, right? I think chase plane, with the features that it allows, the camera system, and then the real physics camera, I think the real physics camera that's built into chase plane is much better than anything that FS Realistic offers as far as... Now, I don't know. FS Realistic Plus, they said it's, you know, kind of built from the ground up, so I'm not quite sure. Flying with you today. See you in San Diego. Hey, nice. Very healthy. Hell yeah. Did you manage to find out that weird A321 Phoenix bug was from the last streams? No, I have not, Lemon. Where my screens and everything kind of just went all kooky and crazy, I have not. It has done that to me before. That wasn't the first time that it happened on Sunday. But no, I haven't figured out what it was, to be honest with you. You need chase plane to be able to use FS Realistic Plus. It doesn't work standalone. Oh, well, there you go, Yeti. It does not work standalone, apparently. Okay, first things first, let's jump to the electronic flight bag. We're going to go to My Flight. We're going to import our Simbury flight plan. We have 10 minutes. Should be enough time. San Francisco, San Diego. Ooh, 9 minutes. Time is counting. Let's go to our mass and balance. We're going to load the air. Only 130 passengers? Really? All right, well, 130 passengers, 1,950 kilos of cargo, and 6,000 kilograms of fuel. I'm going to load the aircraft. I'm going to go instant. Beautiful. I'm going to jump down here to our McDo. We're going to hit our FMG tab. We're going to clear out all those messages. Going to go to our NIT ref. We're going to do our NIT request. Call sign today, United, what are we? 1712. United 1712, we'll throw that into there. Agent P, welcome to Premium Economy. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Actually, you know what? I think I have some gifted memberships, don't I? Membership gifting. Yes, I have 10 members to gift every month. I forgot about that. YouTube's kind of cool about that. If you reach a certain threshold of members per month, YouTube gives you 10 free members to give away. There we go. 10 gifted members by yours truly. You're welcome. Actually, thanks YouTube for that. Thank you, YouTube. Welcome to all the newest members. Again, thank you, Agent. I really do appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Green Team. Hope you enjoy your stay here, man. Custom emojis, all that fun stuff that comes along with membership milestones. We're actually going to get back into our membership, our members-only streams this month as well. We're going to get back into that. We've kind of missed because of the holidays and all the weird stuff going on. So, hey, Agent, thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the kind words as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go in and go to cost index. We're going to be 5. It says it wants a cruise level of 370. I feel that's a little bit ambitious, but we'll throw in 370. We'll see what the aircraft does. Let's jump over here. We're going to go and send all of this data down to the McDo. We'll confirm 56.4 on the zero fuel weight, 31.3 on the zero fuel weight CG. Block fuel for today, 6.1. Beautiful. Let's go to the flight plan page. Let's see what the winds and weather is doing down in San Francisco. Let's go to weather. We have winds calm, 10-mile visibility, clear skies. Okay, well, I think we're going to depart what? One left would probably be the most ideal situation. One left or one right. They usually send you one right, don't they? Or one left. I don't think it really matters. All right, we'll go San Francisco departures. We'll plan one left. We're going to be on the Seagull 1 departure with the Young transition. Beautiful. We'll insert that. Great. San Diego arrivals. We want to do the RNAV. Let's go to flights. Let's select. We want the RNAV Yankee. No, we want the RNAV Zulu 27 from Clome. RNAV 27 via Clome. Okay. I don't know why it jumped us all the way back there. There we go. That should be our flight plan. So we'll go ahead and insert that in. So it's going to be the RNAV Zulu, runway 27. We're going to be descending on the Comics 2 arrival. We have the LAX transition. In our approach via, we want Clome. We'll return. We'll insert. Beautiful. We'll scroll through. We'll make sure that that's set correctly. So it should be Clome. Should be X-Man. Lantern X-Man's. Let's see. Lantern X-Man's Clome. And then it should be Ajade to CatDog to Karsner to Saye to CJ to Taco, and then runway 27. Beautiful. That all looks good, my friends. I'm happy with all of that. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and spool up the APU while we're sitting here and waiting. APU master start switch on. Let's go to our perf page. And that's been about 5 seconds. We'll spool up the APU. We'll jump over here. We'll do our departure performance. We are departing one left. Surface conditions are dry. We'll do an optimum, which should be flaps 1. Force toga no, anti-ice off, packs on. Sync load sheet, sync live weather, calculate V speeds. It does want a flap 2. 33, 34, 37. 2/ down 0.2, and we're obviously changing the flex temperature because flex 70 is no bueno. We want at least a flex, we'll go 50. That should be fine. Should be able to hear those engines spool back very nicely. Cool, that's all set up. That's looking good. We'll jump over here. We'll do our company messages. AtSiu, AOC, received messages, and we'll have our preliminary load sheet. We'll accept that, and then we'll have our finalized load sheet. 130 plus 6. We'll accept that as well. Beautiful. That's all done. EPU should be on and available momentarily. Anybody notice that the screen up here is like super weird? I don't know if it's just the livery, but I've noticed that in my last couple flights. The Adirs, is it like flickering for you guys? Yeah, you can see that. It's like flickering, doing weird things. APU bleed is off. External power comes off as well. We'll get the red beacon light on. We'll get the seatbelt signs on. We'll go to GSX. We'll plan for pushback and departure. Very good. Also, I just noticed GSX is out of date. So we just got another GSX update. I wonder what's broken today. We'll go to our ground services. We'll remove the GPU. We'll remove the chocks and cones. We'll close the cargo doors. Very good. Very good, friends. Initial climb on the Seagull 1, assigned by ETC. We have above 16 at Seagull and above 22 at Cypers. So we'll just put like 23,000 on the initial climb or something like that. We'll do that like that. Very good. We'll put constraints online. 1020. Why are you on that one? Oh, okay. 3025 is the actual altimeter. Beautiful. That all looks good. I'm happy with that. Wonderful. Dante, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Do you have all of your aircraft the same physics settings in chase plane? Yeah, pretty much, Chris. Yes. Yeah. Seagull Studios, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Pretty sure I know the rules. Just blame Dan, right? Correct. If anything goes wrong, if anything seems out of the ordinary, yes, sir, you blame Dan. That is the easiest way about life, for sure. Mastro, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Happy Wednesday, my good sir. Last thing that we need, auto ATC message, squawk code was 3365. So we'll set that 3365, and we'll make sure that you are on, and you're on to TA only. Good. Facing north, we'll go this one. That should be good. Let's go and just confirm around me that there's nobody. Good. Park brake is released. Beautiful. Nadya, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you are well. All right. I'll crank up those sounds. We'll have a quick little stretch while we're doing all this. Pushback has started. We'll start our block time on this guy. Perfect. We'll go engine mode selector to the start position. Very good. Air Canada 08, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. And let's go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Enjoy, friends. Back-to-back 320 weeks. Our little special viewer is back. Hey, did you know, what aircraft did we fly last week? You are right in a little sense that we did fly the 321 for a stream. What else did we fly last week, do you know? It was the main aircraft that we flew last week. You were here, so you should know. What's the plan tonight? Some Air Canada out of Montreal, most likely. And we'll do real time, so it'll be an evening flight. I don't know what you flew last week. Yeah, but you're not here every week like this guy. This guy's here just premium rage baiting. 320 twice I saw, 350 3 times. Cool, so you made that assumption by yourself, right? So did you really feel the need to put what you put in chat? Because you already know the answer, right? So again, catching you red-handed trying to rage bait, right? You already knew the answer. Correct. Park brake set. Let's go and spool up engine number 2. God, I love the PTU, man. It's on the stretch menu, some peanut butter mac. Peanut butter mac. I love how we have the mismatched cowling as well on this livery. It's beautiful. Get a life? This is his life, apparently, watching my live streams. L Rage Baiter? Correct. He lays massive L's every week. He thinks he's smart in his own mind, but he lays massive L's every single week, friends. Nothing new. Nothing new. Alright, 2 beautiful engines. Do you use any reset, or is it just default? It's just default. I do run a little bit of color correction on my capture card software. But that's it. Just a little bit of color correction. Did I not turn... Oh. Don't look at me. Nothing to see here, friends. APU and APU bleed can go off. Very nice. We'll go and get our ground spoilers armed. I don't like how they changed the click spot of the ground spoilers. It feels really weird. Auto brake over to max RTO. Turn those sounds down here again just a little bit. Let's go and set flaps position 2 for takeoff. There is no ATC right now. No. I'm hoping we either get some ATC coming into San Diego or we get ATC for the way back. These are default sounds, Bernie. Default sounds with the Phoenix. They're absolutely incredible. Probably some of the best sounds for a default aircraft that I've ever flown, to be honest with you. This one and the iFly Max 8 are just incredible on the sounds. We need a down trim of 0.2 down. Perfect. And we'll do a quick little flight control because it is the first flight of the week. Everything feels good. Everything looks good. Beautiful. Let's go. Park brakes off. We'll get our CTAF frequency here for San Francisco. CTAF KSFO 20.5. 20.5. We'll tune that in. 20.5 is good. And then for taxi instructions today, what are we doing here? This is going to be Alpha all the way around. Actually, they want you out to Bravo. So it'll be Bravo all the way around, and then we'll go Mike 1. So Bravo to Mike 1, Jack. You have the Phoenix is brutal? What do you mean, sorry? You're saying the sound pack for the Phoenix is brutal? Bet you 50 Canadian San is going to come active as well as SoCal. Maybe. One can hope. Nose light to taxi, we're out of the ramp. Got a million little turns here to do to get us over to Bravo. Yeah, they're very, very good. Do you think you'll overfly the AnyBuilds Beluga again in 24? Maybe. I think that could be fun. I don't know if we could do a full week in the Beluga. We could probably take it out for a spin or two. Need Bluebird to drop their 7.5. Oh, we're going to be waiting quite a little bit still, man. We're going to be waiting quite a little bit, unfortunately. Friend bought me the Phoenix for my birthday the other day. Really love the Phoenix. Nice. It's a good friend. Great friend. Have you done St. Martin? Of course. Many, 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 many times. Using the Phoenix IAE engines? Correct. Yes. United operates the IAE engines. Maybe an evening stream one week. We have an evening stream every Wednesday, Dante, so I'll be live at 7 p.m. this evening. Every Wednesday we do an evening stream, my friend. Latin VFR K-Sand? No, we're using Glide Slope Pro. Glide Slope Pro K-Sand. Majestic Dash 8, that one's going to be incredible, dude. Yeah. There's Company 7-3 rolling down the runway. Very nice. This is Flight Beam San Francisco. Incredible scenery if you don't own it already. Exclamation point scenery in chat. Incredible scenery here for San Francisco. I know that the sim comes with a handcrafted San Francisco, but it does not even compete.
And
really want the A220? Yes.
So what 779 is going to be laying up and waiting on runway.
Montreal Wednesday event tonight? Yes, correct. Glide Slope still heavy on performance? Yes, the worst. One of the worst developers performance-wise, Glide Slope Pro, 100%. Their optimization seems non-existent. Non-existent. So you passing the 321? Is that you right there? The American 321? Hi. You're on the big screen. Alright, we need to do our takeoff config test. There we go. ECAM is showing no blue. Very good. We had some great landings to finish off the week in the 321 into Denver and DFW last week. So hopefully we can continue on. It's been a while since we've done a full week of the Phoenix. It's actually been a month and a half.
Flying direct 86,000 feet. Starting approach AlwaysFlying, runway 28 left. Francisco traffic.
He's landing 28 left. Still all the way up there.
Runway 1 departure to the south, of San Fran. And San Francisco traffic, Southwest 779, departing 1 left, single 1 departure.
All right, we have the beautiful CST with his Southwest livery. What livery is that? That's the Lone Star 1, right? I think that it made for him. That's obviously not what he's flying, but... Bomb Tech, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. All right. San Francisco traffic, United 1712 lining up and waiting, runway 1 left to San Fran. All right, pulling on to the runway. We'll get our landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, strobe lights are on, wing lights are on, and nose light can go to takeoff. Good. Remember, I started flight sim a few years ago, and the Airbus was so nice to understand and fly, but now I feel quite immersive using a side stick instead of the yoke with a 7.3 or an MD-11. Yeah, to each their own, man, right? That's why I love the beauty of having a side stick setup and a yoke setup so that you can fly whatever you prefer, or you could fly them both accordingly, right? All right, we're on one left. We're going to hold short right here. There is arriving traffic on 28 left, so we'll keep an eye on that. Wait here. What do you prefer? I don't really have a preference, to be honest with you. I love flying the yoke, and I love flying on the side stick. I love the balance of, you know, spending a week or two using my yoke, then jumping back for a week or two flying Airbus with a side stick. I like them both. I feel like I have better landings when I'm using my yoke, but I think that's just because I fly and flare the 7.3 better than I do the 320 series. I would say that's probably accurate. Do you think taxiing with IEs is easier than CFMs? You don't even have to put throttle in.
Direct 20. Clear, runway 1 left. Last call, switching to a budget.
You don't even have to put any throttle.
Descending to 3,100 feet. Direct inbound. Our initial approach base for higher.
Arriving traffic's on base leg? Yeah, we've got lots of time. He said he's at 3,000 feet. He's over there. He's just joining the localizer and glide slope. We got lots of time. We're just going to wait for CST to make his way out here. We should get a beautiful view of downtown San Francisco, which has been completely redone with City Update 13. Oakland, San Francisco, somewhere over there as well. There's like a coastal city somewhere over there that's been all done, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. PMDG 737-900 is getting updated this week. Correct. Yep. We may look at it next week. We'll see. I'm not going to completely change the streaming week for the 900. We've already got the 800. That's the one we really wanted. The 900's a little bit of gravy on top, right? But we'll check out the 900 sooner than later, for sure. All right, let's do it here, friends. Let's get our control cam online. San Francisco traffic, United 1712, departing 1 left, San Francisco. All right, park brakes are off, sounds go up. Y'all ready to go? Let's do it. Throttle's 40%, advanced. Be good right about there. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Stable at 40, chrono goes on. Let's go. Manflex 50, SRS nav, auto thrust. Here. We're rolling. $100 knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. And we're flying. Positive rate, gear up.
San Francisco traffic at speed 38, I'm fine.
Make our slight left turn.
10 miles, runway 28 left.
Alrighty, we'll go wing view. Throttles to climb. My goodness. My goodness, chat. My goodness. Those engines sound so good. Speed check, flaps 1. That buzzsaw and that deceleration on the IE engines is just insane, man. It's just insane. Start making our left turn out here momentarily. There it goes. Start our left turn. And speed looks good. We'll go speed check, flaps clean. There's downtown San Francisco. JT, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. All right, there's 250. We'll put a little bit of back pressure. Maintain 250 till 10. And we are now direct whammy.
Francisco traffic unit at 838, 2 line final to 87.
Alrighty, and we're pretty much straight out from here, so autopilot 1 will come on. I'll bring you back up into the flight deck. We'll get some beautiful views here. Just climbing up over San Francisco. There's the Golden Gate Bridge over there. That's been completely redone now. You can see the detail in it. Quite nice. That's a beautiful departure. Swain is the SFO-based FO, has enough seniority right now to be 28-year-old A320 captain. Would be a nice idea, but it's much nicer to fly on the 787. I would probably agree with you on that one. Yes, absolutely. There's the airport down there. Toolbar's broken again. Thank you. That's just the norm. Don't worry, Dan is making us a new toolbar up top, so we're not going to rush him on it, but we should have something done. Hopefully in the near future. What was our call sign again? United 1712, right? 1712? Yes, 1712. There we go. Banner should be good now. It's okay, I'm sure it'll die 8 times today. Hey, Cap, always do your streams. What kind of headset do you use / recommend? Depends how much money you want to spend, Eddie. And it also depends if you have a standalone microphone, right? The headset that I use the Bear Dynamic DT770 Pros. But again, there's no microphone attached to these, so it completely depends. You could get a mod mic. There's a thing called a mod mic. You could get that and put that on whatever headset you wanted, but yeah. Seems like Dan can create just about any application you think of. Dan is infinitely times smarter than me. Yes, he can. Mr. Barry is a godsend. Hey, Cap, homesick today, so I finally get to watch your Wednesday streams, but unfortunately I can't go to youth group tonight. Ooh, that sucks, Logan. Well, I hope you feel better soon, man. Cap, how do you have your throttle set up for the E175, supposed to do the reverse thrust? I use the Thrustmaster Boeing throttle, and you want buttons 5 and 6 set to decrease thrust. And then when you land, you pop the reversers and then push them forward, just like you would be applying thrust. Cruise level 370. We're going to bug that in now. It says 100 miles till we reach top of climb. We'll see. Is your altitude off on the top bar now? It always is. Yeah, that's using... yeah, they never really match up quite together. What headphones do you have, and how does spatial audio work with them? I don't know. I've never used spatial audio. I've never turned it on. I know PMDG suggested turning it on for their 737, but I don't, yeah, I don't know. And you can put exclamation point headset in chat, Flutterer. The Bear Dynamic DT770 Pros. 770 Pros. Hey, Cap, do you know if there's an extra charge with the PMDG 900ER? Yes, I believe it's $20. $20. PMDG's, they're cleaning up. Cleaning up. Are you right or left-handed? I can't get used to flying with the joystick with my left hand. I'm right-handed. And trust me, I used to fly with my right hand. You'll get used to it. Took me about 15 or 20 flights flying with my left hand to get it. But you'll get it. Trust me, you will. Just came up with a video idea, however I need your help for a passenger in labor scenario. Give me a route to fly. I can get more info if you want. If you're doing a passenger in labor, you can do any flight, right? Doesn't really matter if you're going to be diverting or anything like that. Yep, do you use Toby on your curved correct and it works well? Yep. Yeah, so the Toby comes with a curved monitor mount. Yeah, and it works perfectly fine. 900 ER is the one that I want, to be honest. I don't use the 800 much in 2020. Might get the 600 again. Nah, nobody flies the 600. And if they're going to charge you to bring it over, ain't no way we're doing it. Feel like the biggest cleanup was when they released the 700 before the 800. Back in 2020 days? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Price of 2 Starbucks coffees. There you go. Who would make a proper 330 first? Phoenix or a new dev? I have no clue. I believe Phoenix has already come out and said that they don't have any plans to make a 330. Which does kind of suck. I would love to see a Phoenix 330, man. I think that would be badass. Badass. Michael Lochner, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. What do you mean when you refer to PMDG cleaning up? Them not making any new airplanes and just charging everybody again for the 737 to bring it over to 2024. Pretty light, easy work if you think about it. You already have the airplane. You go over, you make a few passes, you make some changes, and then boom, slap a new price tag on it and everybody pays for it again. It's a solid business idea if you think about it. From a business perspective, not from like a consumer perspective. I could see why people are, you know, as I mentioned before, I love PMDG, I love their products, but I can also side, and I can see it from both perspectives. I think $30 was a pretty steep price tag to charge people to bring their 2027-3 into 2024. I've said that from the beginning. I thought $30 was a little bit too steep. I think somewhere between the $10, $15 price range would have been perfect for everybody involved. I don't think flight simmers would have minded paying $10 or $15, but the fact that it's $30 to bring the 800 in, $20 to bring the 900 in, and it'll probably be between $25 and $30 to bring your 700 in. Well, if you add that all up right there, you've just spent another $70, $80, $90 on PMDG aircraft to bring them from 2020 to 2024. And my big concern, we're already a year and a half, almost 2 years into 2024's development cycle. What are they going to do when Microsoft 2028 comes out? Are they going to be standing there again with their hands out, you know, wanting $20, $30 per variant of aircraft to bring it from 2024 to 2028? How is this going to play out? Also, it's not the best for like development cycles. A lot of people have wanting to see a new airplane from PMDG, myself included. I would love to see PMDG do, you know, there's talks of like an Airbus or a 787 or something along those, you know what I mean? And I really feel like it kind of, if they're constantly playing catch up, which it seems like they have been, if you're constantly playing catch up and constantly updating backdated aircraft, doesn't really give devs enough time to develop a new aircraft, right? A 787, whatever it may be. You know, if you think about it, think about this for 2 seconds. Microsoft 2020 and 2024, it's been 6 years now, basically. 5.5, 6 years since it's come out. In those 5.5, 6 years, what has PMDG given us? A 737 and a 777 in 6 years. That's it. That's it. We still don't have the 747. Well, I guess the DC-6, but I don't really count that. Nobody flies the DC-6. But yeah, it's I feel like we're kind of in this perpetual state of like no new airplanes. We're just going to take our time updating the old airplanes, and then hopefully by the time we have all of the old airplanes updated, there's a new sim that's out, and then that way we don't have to continue making new airplanes. We can just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But that's just my perspective on it, you know? And like I said, don't take that the wrong way. PMDG makes incredible aircraft. I love flying the 777. I love flying the 737. I think for somebody that uses the simulator as much as I do, I would say that they're worth every penny, even paying the $30, the $20, whatever it may be, upgrade cost. But I also think at this point, it's just like one continuous circle. We're never branching out. We're never making anything new. It's just one continuous circle of like, okay, well, it took us a year and 4 months to put out the 737. It'll probably take another year or so to release the 747. And then what do we do? You know? You could say the same for Phoenix, but they are keeping us pretty updated on the Neos. I mean, Phoenix is another one. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree. I mean, if you look at it, what has Phoenix given us? A 319, a 320, and a 321. That's it. That's it. Now, they are fantastic aircraft. I do agree with you. And we're slowly but surely making our way to getting the Neos over in Microsoft 2024. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Hey, Cap, have you updated GSX? Does it work for you? I haven't updated to the newest GSX, no. I just saw this morning that there was an update. I don't like doing updates before I go live, just in case anything breaks. So yeah, I did not update it. Did not. After paying, update the 737. For me, no PMDG for a long time. Well, there you go. PMDG can do what they want. They have no competition besides the iFly Max. There's no 777, 747 competition in the sim. However, I feel that consumers are starting to call them out for that now. Yeah, I think people are just getting a little bit... I think people are just getting a little bit tired of flying the same airplanes, and they kind of want something new. I think a majority of the community loves what PMDG does. Well, I think the majority of the community loves PMDG products. I don't know if they love PMDG or what they stand for and what they do, but I think most people enjoy, myself included, using PMDG products, but they definitely have a monopoly going on the Boeing side of things. There's 100% a monopoly going on, and they know that. Nobody else is making a high-quality 737. Nobody else is making a high-quality 777. Nobody else is making a high-quality 747. So what's the rush? You know what I mean? Yeah, imagine like a PMDG 767 or 787. Man, that'd be incredible. That would be incredible. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Their products are good. Their pricing model is sus. I wouldn't even say that it's sus. I just think that their pricing model is very much based on how Flight Sim used to be 10 years ago. That's kind of what I feel about PMDG. I feel like PMDG is a little bit stuck in the past. And trust me, man, I could not imagine developing a product. I know how difficult it is, but at the same point, you know, you can't be taking the community out to the cleaners every couple years when a sim update or a new sim platform comes out. And now we could also, you know, if you think about it that way, we also need to point the finger at Microsoft a little bit here, because if Microsoft wants this to be successful and they want to do a continuation from 2020 to 2024 to 2028, they need to do a better job in ensuring that third-party add-ons can move seamlessly through these new simulators. So some definite pointing and blaming needs to be done on Asobo and Microsoft. I hope that the next iteration of Microsoft Flight Simulator does not change everything the way that 2020 did into 2024. I would love to see them stick with the core and the base of 2024 and move it forward and make it better for 2028, but also make it so that all of our add-ons work perfectly fine and developers don't need to take a year to sort out the new SDK or some of the problems that are in the new simulator and this and that and this and that and this and that. So I feel like there's a little bit of blame that needs to be kind of shared, you know what I mean? So I hope Microsoft have learned from the 2020 to 2024 transition. Absolutely. I hope so as well, man. I really do. I really do. A monopoly for Boeing so they can dictate the development. Yeah, well, I mean, like we said, we got the iFly. We got the iFly Max 8. Let's see what iFly's doing. They've been super quiet. So we need that iFly Max 8 2024 update badly. And then we need to see what iFly is going to do from there. I know that they've spoken about doing the Max 9, maybe the Max 10 as well. You've got Bluebird coming with a 7.5, 7.6, and a 787. Now, the 7.5, we're supposed to get it this year. 7.6 probably next year. 787 probably the following year. Is someone going to come in and make a 787 from by then? Is PMDG working on one? Is there an unknown developer that we don't know working on a 787? We don't really know, right? But yeah, I think there's a little bit of blame to be sprinkled kind of everywhere, to be honest with you. It hasn't been very consumer and user friendly, to be honest with you. And that's somebody that, you know, eats, sleeps, and breathes flight sim. I mean, you guys know it took me, what, 8 months to move over to 2024? I mean, simulator comes out, you're not expecting people to take 8 months to jump over into your new sim platform, but it just, I mean, it was impossible to use for a lot of us. Unless you had a 4090 or a 3090 sitting around, 2024 when it first released was almost unusable. Now, wasn't as bad as when 2020 released. 2020, I don't know if you guys remember, for about the first year of Microsoft 2020, it was a disaster, you know? Bot FS Realistic Plus, yes, the vibrations are good, but Chaseplane is enough for realism. Could you please show your Chaseplane physics settings again? Yes, Chris. So, pilot, edit, and then I want to go to edit group. There you go, man. So I've got it up. Smoothness is up all the way. I've got the intensity set to 0.8, and I've got the touchdown effect at 1.4. That's it. I haven't touched any of these other parameters. You know, this has speed brake vibration and angle of attack vibrations and breathing and look ahead. I haven't touched any of those, but all of those are default, but that's basically how I'm running it. I got 2024 last December, a month after release, and I only moved to it this past November. Yep. Same, brother. Same. Can you use Chaseplane just for the physics? Absolutely. Yeah. Mikkel, 1 year. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for support. I appreciate you, brother. Incredibly kind. 1 year as a premium economy member. Says, Cap, you're spot on about Microsoft assessment. I mean, like I said, it's... I think there's a lot of... there's a lot that could be done. You know? I think it comes from both sides. I think it comes from the third-party developers, but I also think it comes down to the core sim itself and Microsoft and Asobo, the way that they're handling it, you know? Afternoon all, how we doing on this fine Wednesday? Mr. Pete Dibs, good to see you, brother. Gap, you looking forward to the E220? Absolutely I am. Yes, for sure. Coastal Diamond, no, I'm just using Chaseplane. Just using Chaseplane, my friend. Andreas, thank you very much, man. Welcome back up into business class. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Welcome, welcome. Thinking about getting Chaseplane now? Chaseplane's fantastic. It's a little bit expensive, as I always like to point out. I think it's personally too expensive. That's my opinion. Hey, Captain, I'm the Italian guy the other day. Just got back from exam, studied 3 weeks about anesthesia and surgical principles. Good probabilities. It went well. Now I'm enjoying you. Awesome. Welcome aboard, man. I'm glad everything went well. Excited for the 220, the Neos, and or the 7.5. All of them. Every single one of those airplanes that you just mentioned, I am very excited for. I haven't been on the 2024 for a while. Did they fix the 330 sounds and reverse thrust? Reverse thrust works. The sounds, if you're going to fly the 330, I would suggest just flying the Rolls-Royce engines. The GE engines are awful. Just want to say thanks for streaming. Your flight convinced me to step back into flight deck after 20 years away from the sim. Damn, Blake. That makes me happy, my friend. Welcome back, dude. If you need any tips, questions, pointers, make sure you join the Captain Canada Discord. There's a lot of like-minded people in there that can help you out. Probably a lot better than I can. Welcome back to the hobby, Blake. How was the weekend? My Monday and Tuesday, it was good, man. I really didn't do much, to be honest with you. I didn't do a whole lot, dude. Cap, got my wing throttles today thanks to Thrustmaster for years with the TCA. Nice. Enjoy, King. Enjoy. Which developer is making a proper 787? Bluebird has mentioned that they are developing one, but we're probably at least 2 years away from that aircraft. At least, like minimum 2 years. So I don't know if another developer is going to swoop in and make a 787. Again, we've spoken about this a ton. It still boggles my mind that there is no proper 787. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen in 2 years' time? Who really knows, my man? Bravo Airspace? I mean, the Bravo Airspace is okay, but it's a mod to the default 787, so there's a ton of limitations, including the flight model and physics. I would much rather prefer a third-party 787 that's actually, you know, done properly. There are also a few Mr. Sillies on the Discord. Cough, cough. Yes, there is. By that time, Cap, do you think we might have Microsoft 2028 out already? No. It's usually 4-year development time. So Microsoft 2028 will probably come out October, November of 2028, almost into 2029. Would be awesome if Quality Wings came back to make a proper 787. Nah, they're... So I didn't know about this until a little bit ago, Shazeb, but a lot of the Quality Wings developers have actually moved over. So some of them work for FS Labs, some of them work for AnyBuild, some of them work for Phoenix. The Quality Wings development group just completely disbanded. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I remember when Microsoft 2020 came out, Quality Wings put out a statement that they were already working on the 787 and they were going to bring it over, and then nothing happened, man. It was supposed to release, and I'm not sure, Rydog knows the exact date. I don't know when it was supposed to release, but... Hey Cap, speak of the devil, my throttles just got delivered. Time to set up this bad boy. Nice. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. I was going through all my flight sim shit the other day, chat. I gotta sell some of this stuff, man. I literally have like almost a storage container full of flight sim shit. Rudder pedals, joysticks, yokes that I don't use. I have so much shit. And half of it's brand new in the box that I was sent for review purposes or just sent. Sometimes there's a knock on my door and I go and open it and it's just something from Thrustmaster. Here's this. If you want to use it, you can use it. Flive action coming? I don't know, man. I have an extra honeycomb yoke. I have an extra SciTech yoke. I have 2 extra Airbus Captain Pack setups. I have 2 of the Thrustmaster HOTAS 1s. I have 2 sets of rudder pedals. I have a SciTech rudder pedal, and then I have the other Thrustmaster rudder pedals. I have too much shit, man. Your flight sim life must be difficult. No, it's not what I was saying. Do not do that. Chat live auction. I mean, all of that shit combined is probably not even close to like $500. Need to buy your GA yoke and throttles. My throttles don't work anymore, Nadya. The honeycomb throttles are in the garbage. Those stopped working a while ago. All the little connections and stuff, tiny little wires are all broken, and yeah. Put up on a website, Cap. Would be interested in the rudder pedals. Mine are getting stuck, no longer getting smooth movements left and right. Uh-oh, that's not good. Facebook Marketplace, yeah. I sold my Next Level Racing Boeing chair. I put that on Facebook Marketplace. Someone came and picked that up not too long ago. I just had no use for it. I don't use it. I'm not a fan of it, in my opinion. I don't know how a grown man can sit in that chair for more than 30 minutes at a time. It's awful. How much for the captain's pack? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if everything works. What will be the first flight on the A220? First flight on the A220 is going to be something Air Canada, probably out of Toronto. How much did I sell the chair for? $600 or $700, I think, Visheth? $600 or $700. I think they're 900 CAD new. I think they're $899 or $799 new. I only use the thing a handful of times. Yeah, I think it's $600 or $700. I think I sold it for 6,767. The Next Level Racing chair, like the old style or the new one? What was the Boeing chair, Mickle? So the Boeing cockpit setup thing. I even told the man, I told him, I was like, please don't send me one. I'm not going to use it. My setup just is not, I don't have a static setup that I just use for flight sim. I use my PC for a lot of other things besides flight sim. So having like a static setup, and I live in an apartment, man, like I don't have room to be wheeling around this massive flight chair. What chair am I using right now? I have the Steelcase Leap V2, which is a specialized ergonomic chair. Igor, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Don't forget the piles of excess computer gear. Correct. Although I did sell my old PC, so I don't have any of that stuff anymore, which was good. Recoup a little bit of money spent on this new PC, which was very expensive. Thank goodness I built this PC when I did, though. Can you imagine trying to build a PC now with the way prices are for hard drives and RAM and motherboards? My God. No ATC as of yet. Yeah, we're still on Unicom. Sounds like the old one, the new one's more comfortable than the original one. Could have been. Could have been, man. I mean, they sent it to me first when it was announced, so yeah, it probably would be the version 1. Diamond Mike, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Just woke up. Stretches super strong last night. My man. Tough to believe that we're in the 6th year of Microsoft without a proper 787 or 747. Yep, we were talking about that earlier, man. It's kind of crazy, dude. It is kind of crazy. I don't know why somebody hasn't stepped up and made a 787, to be honest. I'd love to see it. Capmax LR, my man, welcome back to business class, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not sure why it doesn't auto-renew. Not sure. Mine does some weird stuff too, man. I'll be a member to a channel and then I'll go in and say hi and then realize that I'm no longer a member on the channel and I go, what the hell? How long does it take to develop a product? You're probably looking at about a year or two. If you want to do it properly, at least a year or two. It also really depends how big of a team you have. If you've got a small group of guys working on something, well, it can take years. Crazy to think that we have a high-quality DC-6 but not a 787? Yeah, well, I feel like the DC-6 is probably a lot easier to develop than a 787. There's no real system depth to a DC-6, right? That's what takes the most, man. It's not the texturing, the modeling, the sounds. That's not what takes the most time developing these products. The most time it takes is doing the systems, the LNAV, the VNAV, the autopilot logic. That's what takes lots and lots and lots of time. Flying the 787 right now, Bravo, Calgary to Narita, landing in 2 hours. Nice. Hell yeah. We are 125 miles from top of descent, friends. Let's jump outside. We'll get a nice little view of our aeroplane here. Let me turn that back a little bit. Let me bring this out like so, like that, and chat. Bear with me for a few minutes here. Quick little bathroom break. I will be right back. Why is it showing me that thing? How do I have that as my pointer? There we go. All right, chat, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, Chad, we're back. We are back. 77 miles till top of descent. Look at the ortho down there. It looks so damn good. How many flushes? One. I think Phoenix would make a good 787. I'd like a Phoenix 330, man. I'm still on that. I'm still on that boat. I think Phoenix would do an incredible 330. In my humble opinion, a Phoenix 330 would be incredible. Hey, chat, you want to know something cool? I became an uncle this morning. So I know some of you in chat call me Unk because I'm old, but now I'm actually an uncle. So does that make me really old? Phoenix 330 PMGG 787. Yeah. Would be an ideal situation. Little girl. A little girl. I'm actually very excited about Tolis coming over to the dark side. I just wish it wasn't another 340 CST. But to be fair, is Tolis also doing the same treatment to the 340 into the 330? The Aerosoft 330? Quality Wings disbanded. A lot of the developers went to go work for AnyBuilds, Phoenix, FS Labs. So they disbanded, and then all the developers kind of went their own separate way. You were an auntie at 4 years old? Oh my goodness. I believe so, after the 340? Okay. I'm still not buying that 340 CST. All right, aircraft is yelling at us. We're going to go enter some descent information. Let's go pull the weather here at San Diego, see what things are doing. Weather. Winds are showing 340 at 4, 10-mile visibility, few at 25,000. 24 degrees, 3014. 24 degrees, 3014. All right, we said the winds were 340 at 4. And that's it. 340 at 4. Good. And then our barrel minimums on the RNAV Zulu 27, RMP 0.11, which is us, 624. 624 on the barrel mins. Good. Cool. That phase is done. That is set. And now we have top of descent showing in 47 miles. Friends, 47 miles. Very nice. Just reach out. I'm sure they love you. Who, Aeroshite? I'm not getting anything from Aeroshite, dude. They ain't giving me nothing. The only thing that would maybe get me that is Tolis. I still have a pretty good relationship with Tolis. Although I feel like Tolis is, they either love or they hate me. But I actually had a great conversation with them down in Providence, CST. Had a great conversation with Torsten and Juliana. Hey Cap, do you have an engine going, or is that just part of the jet stream? Sorry, what's Janano? Danino. Love the mismatch engine? Yes. Yeah. Is Aerosoft still around? I thought they were the lost developers after the other ones have come around. Nah, Aerosoft is still around, dude. Aerosoft has so many different, like, they're doing bus sim. They're in everything, man. They're in all sorts of different avenues. Aerosoft is a massive company. Massive. Oh, there's lots of people cabbing XLR. Which is okay. It's okay, man. I'm surprised Aerosoft survived the 330, at least in the aviation side. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, man. I think they only survived because their CRJ is somewhat decent. But don't forget about all the scenery that Aerosoft produces and manages and stuff like that. They got a bunch, dude. Like, Aerosoft is just a publisher. They're probably making a ton of money from just publishing projects as well, right? Pierre, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Oui, bonjour. For Chase Plane, did you change any settings for head movements, or did you keep them default? No, I definitely changed some settings. I put the smoothness up. I put the reactivity to 0.8, and then I put the touchdown effect to 1.4 extreme. So the little slider where it says like smooth, stiff, I have it all the way up to the last smooth one. And then, yeah, 0.8 and 1.4. The throttle quadrant from Thrustmaster Boeing good? They're okay, Flazer. The one thing that I do like about the Thrustmaster Boeing throttle is the small footprint. It does not take up a ton of space on your desk. So if you're somebody like myself and desk space is a premium, I just don't have a lot of room. I have 2 computers, 3 monitors. I just don't have a ton of room for a crazy amount of desk stuff. Yeah, I think they're perfect. Get a bigger desk. You know what, CST, when I move out to the farm, that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't, again, man, I'm in an apartment. I don't have a ton of room right now. I could get a bigger desk right now. But yeah, it's a hassle. One thing that I do really want is I want that new PU Air Korea radio stack, CST. I don't know if you got one. That's what I really want. So I'm gonna, I might buy one, but honestly, I'm gonna see all these guys at the expo. I'm assuming PU Air Korea is gonna be at FS Weekend and stuff like that. So I'm waiting to see them in person and be able to have a chat with them and then kind of, you know, show them the YouTube channel and be like, hey, I didn't really get a chance to see and meet with them in Providence. Every time I went over to the booth, they were off or they were eating or they were doing something. So I didn't really get a chance to speak with them. But yeah, SimCFI, I saw SimCFI's and I saw your video on it. And, yeah. I kind of wanted to this year as well, CST. I kind of wanted to start getting into some unboxing videos. I feel like that's like a big thing, and you do them, so you know, but I feel like unboxing videos and stuff like that, I feel like people really, really enjoy that type of stuff. So I've been thinking about building a little, you know, a little thing for some unboxing videos. All right, what are you going to tell me? We should be running on time, so we shouldn't have any ADCs, which we don't. Good. Let's go. We are 5 miles from descent now, so we'll program in our descent. We're on the Comics 2, which takes us down to 6,000 at Clome. So we're going to go 6,000 feet for Clome, and we're 3 miles from our descent, so we'll punch our descent now. We'll turn that on. What are you yelling? How do I have another company message? Oh. Thank you. Any reshade? No, I'm not using any reshade. I do have a little bit of a color correction EDU on my capture software. So I'm using a separate PC with a dedicated capture card to capture audio and video from my game PC. So yes, there's a little bit of a color correction. Thank you to CST as well for helping me get that all set up properly. A little bit of a color correction, that's it. But no, no reshade or anything. CSTR cap some booths that display their gaming chairs. Are there any developers that showcase their... I don't know, it's a good question actually. Good afternoon, Cap. Coincidentally, flew into Ksan last night. I was going to do Ksan LAX SFO before I fell asleep, but I didn't stay awake. Looks like now I'll probably join you back up to SFO. Hey, awesome news, man. Awesome news. Did you hear that MK is doing Fort Lauderdale and Miami? Vertical Sim said he stopped development on Fort Lauderdale because MK is doing it. I don't think so. The only thing that I've heard from MK Studios is that they're doing Key West. I didn't hear about MK doing Fort Lauderdale and Miami. MK Studios Miami would be nice, as long as they can nail down the performance. I'm pretty sure Vertical is going through with his Fort Lauderdale. I know Vertical's getting really close to his Palm Beach release as well. Look at the perfect separation. Nice. Hell yeah. We should see LAX down yonder. Have we hit LAX yet? I think we did. I think it's right under us. Where are you, LAX? Ah, there you are. I found you. They haven't officially said it, but I just read in Vertical Sim's Discord. Don't you worry, let me deal with Vertical Sim. Have we heard anything about Phoenix? No, other than it's coming along. They're still working on the update. Flight over my airspace, I see you. Nice. Someone needs to focus on MCO? Yes, I'm trying to convince Vertical Sim to do MCO or San Diego. I told him those need to be his 2 next airports. One of those 2. Orlando or San Diego. We need somebody to do an updated San Diego. And somebody that can do it better than... somebody that can do it better than Glide Slow Pro and Latin VFR. Just that Vertical is a single dev? He is, yes. But he keeps pumping out children, so he needs to give us airports that actually matter. Like Palm Beach is going to be fun, it's going to be cool, but again, when you're making an airport that's going to fight with Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, it's difficult, man, you know? I think M scenery is study level. What, for Xbox users? Is GlideSlow Pro what used to be BM World? Yes, BM World AM Sim. Yeah. I thought we already had an MCO. We do, but it's pretty much abandonware at this point, BombTech. Not a single update since release. And the scenery came out sometime for 2020. It's an absolute disaster and a mess in 2024. You can't taxi, all the bridges are weird. Last time we flew into Orlando, we were taxiing off of one of the runways and we just completely crashed. Abandonware, best developer I know. Taxi to Gate, yeah, dude. And they charged 30-something USD for that scenery, too. And straight dipped. They took everybody's money, gave them a somewhat working... It was okay for 2020, to be fair. The scenery worked fine for 2020, but it's an absolute disaster in 2024. It's virtually unflyable in 2024. Got it for free from your Sim Market gift card giveaway? My man. $30 is steep, especially for 2020, especially for Microsoft Flight Sim scenery, you know? Just to make Tulsa. No, you're thinking of Fly Too High. This is Taxi to Gate. Taxi to Gate made Orlando. Hey Gap, have to head out, but I'll watch the stream later. Have a great rest of your flight. Take care, Agent. Appreciate you, man. Don't forget we're live tonight as well. Really want to retire my Logitech radio. I've been between the PUAir Korea, the Shake Print radio kit. Shake Print makes a radio kit? Shake Print, I have one of their mod things for my Bravo, my Honeycomb Bravo. When is the next flight to Edmonton? Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. Any builds MCO would be great. Yep, that would be a good one. Flightbeam does take ages, yep, but Flightbeam also makes some of the best scenery. Flightbeam, I mean, if you look at their sceneries, Flightbeam Dulles, Flightbeam Minneapolis, Flightbeam San Francisco, incredible sceneries, all three of them. They don't miss. They don't miss when it comes to scenery. They also have one over in New Zealand, I believe, as well, Flightbeam Auckland, which is incredible. Flightbeam doesn't miss, but yes, they do take quite a bit of time on their scenery development. You want an updated MSP? Why do we need an updated MSP? Flightbeam SFO is without a doubt my favorite scenery in the US. Yeah, it's incredible. Flightbeam Denver is okay as well. The problem with Denver is there's another developer, Xcoder, that does Denver much better in my opinion. Much better. Elliot, thank you so much for the €2. Appreciate you, man. Says, here's to another great stream. My man. Thank you for support, sir. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want Phoenix and Atlanta, correct. There's a lot, but yes. Where should we go tonight, chat? Should we go Montreal to somewhere? Where should we go? Or should we fly into Montreal? Should we fly out of Montreal or into Montreal? Montreal to Chibougamau. Stop it. We can do Halifax. It's been a while since we've done Halifax. Somewhere sounds great. Is there good scenery for it? Yes. The best, actually. No, we're not going to do Boston. We did Boston last week. Hey, Cap, I know in the past you said that you didn't like wing views inside the cabin because it limits the view. Does Chaseplane limit when you can comes to wing views, or have you changed your mind? No, you can change your views with Chaseplane. Chaseplane actually removes. There's no limit anymore with Chaseplane, so Chaseplane actually allows you to set whatever view you'd like. I don't know if you can hear that. Phoenix put out an update, and it makes it very difficult to do wing views not inside the airplane anymore. So I just stick to the views inside the airplane now. Montreal to Winnipeg? Ew. It's like a 3.5 hour flight. I was thinking Montreal to DC, but I think we did that one. I can't remember. We might have done that one recently. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we go full Canada and we just go Montreal to Toronto. I don't know. Vegas tonight? No, no Vegas. Not yet, anyways. I'm still waiting to see if Fly Tampa's going to send me version 3 of the scenery. Still waiting, very patiently. What do we got going on here weather-wise? Same weather, 3014. 3014 is set. We'll set our auto brake to low. Everything else is good. V3 at Vegas is very good. It is. Yeah. It is. The problem that I'm having right now with Vegas is I have a review copy of Vegas version 2.1 or whatever the other version is. And when I go to the installer and I try to install version 3, it tells me that I have to pay a $6 upgrade fee. When I go to pay the $6 upgrade fee, it doesn't recognize my key because I have a developer review copy of the Vegas scenery. So I sent them an email, I don't know, probably a week or two ago when the scenery released. I sent them a email saying, hey, can I get a review copy of version 3 to take a look at? And I haven't heard from them since. The ILS-26 left is messed up. I think that's the real world. I thought they fixed all that stuff with version 3. I know they had a bunch of terrain fixes and ILS improvements and stuff. I don't know. I haven't flown it, but I know that the ILSs used to be messed up, but YUL to YHZ is an Air Canada Rouge 319. Oh, there you go. They did. It's fixed. There you go. So it's all fixed up now. But I might just have to bite the bullet and just go buy the scenery at this point. I mean, I don't mind supporting Fly Tampa. They do great work. I think they just need to do a little bit of a better job kind of with their content creators. Like, you would think it would be like content creators would be one of the first to get the scenery and make sure that that was all set up so that they could preview said scenery. At least that's how it works with every other scenery developer. But why you all Accord? That would be a long one, dude. That would be like close to 2.5, 3 hours. It's free advertising? Correct. Exactly. I see our banner is frozen again. I will fix it. We need Dan to make us the new banner, chat. We need it ASAP. Dan? Dan? You say his name like that, usually he shows up. Dan? I broke it, Dan. Paging Dr. Barrykov. Do you have a good ORD scenery? I do not, no. I'm running the default handcrafted Chicago O'Hare. That's another one, man. We need FS Dream Team to either update Chicago or a new developer come and give us a proper Chicago. I can't wait to see what the city looks like on approach. Because from looking at all the pictures and stuff that they did for the city update, it looks pretty good. Yeah, the only problem with the FS Dream Team Chicago is it's just very out of date. Very, very out of date. FSDT needs to update Charlotte? Yeah. Can't wait to see Orbex Atlanta. I'm excited for Orbex Atlanta. The only thing that scares me is the performance. I hope that they nail the performance aspect of it. It's the only thing that gets me scared about these big airports. You know, I think a lot of us were a little bit nervous and waiting to see what AnyBuild's DFW was like, but I gotta say, AnyBuild's DFW is actually, performance-wise, I was blown away with how good it is on the performance. Flying during an event, taxiways are years out of date. Yeah, it's brutal. United Rampy, 6 months. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Pardon me. Thank you. Incredibly kind. Give her 6 months of support, my good sir. All right, we're approaching 10,000 feet. We'll get landing lights on. We'll ding the cabin. Let them know we're ready. DFW killed my PC the other day with performance. Really? I have great performance at DFW. Already is always under construction, so it's kind of understand, but 5 years is too long. Correct. Yes. Far too long. So I just walked and liked CST's unboxing of the PU radio. I like that you can use 2-digit megahertz and 3-digit kilohertz. Yes, correct. Yeah, and it's only $100, Skyworker. So I mean, it's cheaper than going the Logitech radio panel route, and the footprint is about half the size of the Logitech radio panel. Now, I've had my Logitech radio panel for probably 10, 12 years now. This thing is trusted, tried, and true. You're running a 4060 with 8 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, that might have been why. It's this sim is, the limitation of this sim is it is very, very VRAM heavy. Loves its VRAM. Make sure that the handcrafted DFW is disabled. Correct, yes. Yeah, correct, Skyworker, you don't. Yeah. Touchdown, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Isn't that where Top Gun is right there, chat? That's Miramar Airport or something? I can already tell, just looking down at the ortho and the photogrammetry, it is much better in this area. And we're still at like 9,000 feet. Did we need a route for tonight? We're going to do something out of Montreal. Haven't decided where we're going to go yet, but... Alright, we need to get the speed brake out a bit. We're slightly above profile. Aircraft is trying to maintain speed. We do not want to be high on the approach here. When it was a Navy base, that's where I did my ATC flight physical. Oh, very cool, Skyworker. Very cool. There's downtown San Diego. You can see the bridge. There's the airport. Looks good. Looks real good. Alright, from Cloman, we should be able to get our... I'm gonna arm it just in case. We should get our final approach from Cloman, but we might need to go a little bit lower. So if we look at our RNAV approach now, you can see that we need to be taco for 2,000. I'm gonna bug up 2,000. There's final approach, so we should get our lateral deviation or vertical deviation, so that's good. Speed is 220, so I'm going to get the speed brakes in and armed again. Why do I have such problems trying to arm this thing? Thank you. Did you disable the AnyBuild's DFW options like GSE people static? Yes. GSE is disabled and static is disabled, Miles. I kept the people. I kept the people. Turn our sim sounds back up. God, that looks nice. Had to learn how to fly Airbus real well. Practice. Practice makes perfect, my friend. Dot. CTAF. KSAN. 18.3. 18.3 for CTAF. Right. That is bugged in. We're perfectly on course. Everything is looking great.
San Diego traffic.
Do you do much GA flying? I don't, Blake. I don't really do any GA flying. GA never really intrigued me when it came to flight sim. I always found it a little bit weird. I always found things to be oversensitive, and with GA, it's a lot about like the feeling of flying. You know what I mean? Like you feel every little bump, and I just find it to be, I don't know, I don't enjoy it for whatever reason. I'm not a big fan of GA flying in the Sims. Now, GA flying in real life, completely different story. Cap, did you upgrade? I did not, Malx. No, I'm still only using Chase Plane, man. I don't know if I'm going to get FS Realistic Plus, to be honest with you. Prop ops. Well, that's just because we need a good Q400. Once we have a Q400 in the sim, we'll definitely go back to doing some prop ops for sure. Speed check, flaps 1. There's the cabin letting us know they're ready to go. GA is beautiful in the new simulator, to be honest. Also feels much better compared to 2020. You're right, it does. Yeah. Nicholas, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Boeing is so much easier because it's just Airbus doesn't have a flow whatsoever. No, they do. You just need to learn the Airbus flow. Airbus has lots of flow. Are there any good ATRs? The only ATR we have is the default ATR, or sorry, not default, the collaboration with Asobo and Hans Hartmann, and it's okay. It leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest with you. If you fly the 404 Titan, it's the best experience ever. Sweetwater visual over the reservoir. Yeah, I remember, dude, when they used to be the Sweetwater visual and there was no actual RNAV turn. You had to make this turn inbound by yourself. I remember those days. We used to fly this approach on the Pilot Edge network all the time. The Sweetwater visual, runway 27 into San Diego. After some time in the Airbus, I can confidently just fly through the flows and get up pretty consistently, consequence-free. Yeah. Like I said, you've got your Boeing flows, you've got your Airbus flows. Once you figure both of them out, easy peasy. Easy peasy. I got FS Realistic Plus, and it's quite amazing with Chase Plane. Cool, very nice. Glad you enjoy it. That's all that matters, right? Gear down. Lights, lights, lights. Good. All right, chat. We're looking for a nice, firm landing. Not too firm. But it is San Diego, so we're looking for a little bit of a, you know, don't want to be floating the runway. San Diego traffic, United 1712 on about a 7-mile final runway 27, San Diego. Speed check, flaps 2. Go for it. Alrighty, speed check, flaps 3. I'm going to try and keep autopilot on for as long as I possibly can because I want to see the visual up here. The airplane is descending quite heavily, 1,300 feet per minute for some reason. Speed check, flaps full. I'm going to throw the control cam on. Sounds are going to go up. You guys ready to do this? Let's have some fun, shall we? My airplane. I don't like the deviation path right now. It seems to be like really taking us low. My airplane. All right, landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green, flaps full, spoilers armed. ECAM is no blue. This definitely looks 10 times better than it used to look. Look at like all the buildings down there now. Yeah, this is incredible. This looks damn good. I remember this, the highway used to be kind of all jacked up with some weird trees and shit going on. This looks quite nice. 500 feet.
100
So
above.
the airplane is commanding like a very... Well, it seems to be a little bit better now. Continue. Captain's gonna brick it? No, sir. Probably, actually. But no, sir. I love San Diego. I think it's my favorite U.S. city that I've visited so far.
$100. 50. 40. 7. 5.
Goes down gently, reversers are out, decelerating. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted, chat. Knots, reversers idle and stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to San Diego. Very nice.
San Diego traffic, United 2420, 3 mile final runway 7, San Diego.
Very nice. And we're going to vacate here for him. In San Diego traffic, United 1712, vacating runway 27, San Diego. Very good, my amigos. Very good, very good. Vacate to the left. And parking for today. Let's see where they parked, chat. I think we're going up this way. For sure we're going that way. They parked... I think they parked right where this guy is, so we'll go in right beside him. If we have a little bit of look-see, we'll go 42. That should be good. Let's go GSX. And we'll select from map. And we want to go 42. Select. No. All right. And then we'll head to the overhead. We'll go APU master start switch on. Landing lights off. Runway turnoffs off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. Nose light to taxi. And there's our gate right there. Perfect. We'll spool up the APU. Actually kill the nose light as well. We don't need that. And there's our gate, 42. Right here on the edge. Very good. Very good. Very good. V1 would be disappointed that you couldn't turn off the flight directors. I usually don't do that, to be honest with you. I don't ever really kill the flight directors till I'm on the ground. Unless, like, the flight directors are commanding something super weird. I like having them on as a reference for my vertical path and lateral path.
San Diego traffic,
that makes sense.
2420, clear runway.
Alrighty, and we'll stop her right there. Upstairs, confirm a good APU, confirm a good APU bleed is on. Give you beautiful wing view. Engine number 1, engine number 2 is off. I'll clean up the flaps and spoilers. Hopefully we have enough hydraulic pressure to get all those cleared up. Beautiful. So that bad boy shutting down, friends. Very, very good flight, amigos. Flight time, probably about 1 hour and 18 minutes or something like that. Gate to gate, 1 hour and 33 minutes. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, to the overhead. Cappy purrs, crew supply, fuel pumps, all are off. Get our red beacon light off. Get the seatbelt sign off. I feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Good. Got our company message menu, AlexSiu, AOC, received, and we've got our 2 arrival messages like it always gives us. Very good, very good. That is all done. See what I mean about performance? Like, it's anytime you go to pull up a terminal in this, it seems to figure itself out now. Bless you, thank you. A real visual, but we weren't shooting a visual. We were flying an RNAV approach. Wouldn't we leave our flight directors on if we're doing an RNAV approach? That was not a visual approach. That was an RNAV. Let's go to GSX. We'll request deboarding, please. Thank you. Deboarding has commenced. I will dismiss you. Go to our Phoenix tab. We'll open up you. We'll open up you. Very good. We'll then go to chase plane. We'll jump to this view. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything because we're probably going to have a jet bridge in our face. I could probably get it like that. There we go. Get it like that. We'll turn that down because we don't need that to be so loud. We can watch the deboarding process. Very nice. And we shall get set up for the return flight, friends. We are going KSAM to SFO. Good. KSFO. Good. We'll go new flight. United. What was the call sign? It's probably already gone, but we'll use this one. KSAN, KSFO, good. We're on the 320, good. Okay, anytime now. Anytime now, SimBrief. There we go. We're using the IAE engines, and for passengers, let's go 167. No, 168, because we're not doing 67. 168, good. We will file off our flight plan. Pre-file, send, good. That has been sent. We will disconnect and reconnect with our new call sign, 285. Connected, I will update the banner upstairs. Do this, very good. Go here, and we're going KSAN back to SFO as United 285. Very good, banner is updated, very nice. Cool. Jaden, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Can you show me your GSX Pro settings? What would you like to see in the GSX Pro settings? There are very many settings. Which would you like to see? Just this page or my timings? That's how I have my timings set. And then that's my general settings. Do you know the reason why I have nose wheel steering problems warning on my eCam after GSX pushback? And how do you fix it? Thanks. Try hitting your nose wheel disconnect and reconnect. If you're flying the Airbus, it's on the little tiller next to you. You can push in and push out on the little middle part of it. How do you change the pushback truck? I think it does it automatically, Ray. Especially if you're using like a GSX profile, like I'm using for a lot of the airports. What GPU running to have that smooth of a gameplay? I have a 5080. Leonardo, you can put exclamation point specs in chat. So I'm running a 9800X 3D with a 5080. Got my TCA Captain Pack Airbus today. Looking forward to it. Hey, very nice, Joseph. Enjoy it, dude. That's what I'm using right now, man. That is what I'm using right now, good sir. All right, let's start with the... need to go actually over to weight and balance, and I'm going to reset all. Beautiful. Let me go to my flights. Let me import our next flight plan. San Diego to San Francisco. We got 28 minutes on the turn. Should be enough time. Go to our mass and balance. 168 passengers on the return flight. 2,500 kilos of cargo. 5,800 kilos of fuel. We'll load aircraft. We'll go instant. Beautiful. Let's jump down here to the McDo. We'll go to our init ref tab. We'll do our init request. Call sign on the way back, United 285. We'll throw that up into there. There's San Diego back to San Francisco. Ultimate is SMF. Where's SMF? That's Sacramento, I think? Yes. Cost index of 5 on the climb out, and our cruise level today on the return flight, 36,000 feet. We'll go flight level 360. Beautiful. Go to our init B page. We'll then send all of this data down to the McDo. Oh. There we go. Sorry, the jet bridge got weird. Okay, all of that should be sent down to the McDo. 0 fuel weight 60 point nothing. 0 fuel weight CG 33 nothing. Block fuel 5.8, so that's all looking good. Beautiful. Let's go to our flight plan. San Diego departures 27. We're on the Padres departure. So we'll find the list of P's. There's Padres 2. Good. We have the IK transition. Beautiful. We'll insert that. San Francisco arrivals. We're planning ILS 28 left. We're going to be on the Surfer 4 arrival. Good. And the approach via, we want Eddie. And we'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. If we scroll through our flight plan, we'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities, which we don't. Wonderful. Everything looks good there, friends. Back to our init ref. Confirm init A and init B pages are done. Beautiful. Go to our perf page. Let's jump over here. Let's grab some performance options. We're departing 27, optimum, no, off, on, sync load sheet, sync live weather, and we'll calculate our V speeds. 45, 45, 46, 1/down 0.6 with a flex of 70. Well, we're not going to do that, but we'll send all that down, confirm that, and then we'll change the flex to 50 so we get a beautiful D rate once we pull those engines back to climb. Beautiful. And there we go, friends. Everything is set up nicely there. We'll go over to received messages. We'll have our preliminary load sheet. We'll accept that. Then we've got our finalized load sheet. 168, no pluses on board. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. Great. Jump back over to GSX. We'll go back to this outside view. Bring this over and in like so. And there we go, friends. We'll continue watching the deboarding process. And then we'll get ready to go. Quick little stretch again. Got to stay limber. Beauty. Are both flight director buttons turned on? Oh, sorry. A bit concerned, Cap. My 320 Neo V2, when I start it up, the flight directors don't show up. It's a problem with the flight plan or something else. I have no idea because I'm a noob. Yeah, your flight director should turn on at the gate. I'm not sure why they wouldn't be. I don't have a lot of time spent with the default 320 Neo. Can I find your graphics settings in the Discord? Yes, Brandon. The hashtag views and info section. All of the updated settings are all in there, man. Do I want to deboard the crew? No, I do not. Beautiful. Deboarding is completed. Great. Let's go to GSX. Reload sim brief. Good. There we go. We'll go GSX. We'll request boarding. Sure, you can attach the pushback tug now. The cargo door is open. You have to close it. Wow. Thank you. I would have never figured that one out. Thanks. Well, if he's on console, Jaden, he can't get the fly-by-wire 320 Neo. Unfortunately, it's not for console. I believe you would have figured it out. I believe in you. Correct. Thank you. No Kappa 1 PC, but is it money? No, the fly-by-wire is free. Yeah, if you're on PC, I would highly suggest grabbing the fly-by-wire, for sure. The fly-by-wire's free, doesn't cost you anything, yeah. Have you received your Blackbird tiller? I have not. I have no clue what's going on with that toy. I don't. I'm just assuming he's not sending it at this point. He was supposed to send it, and then we had that huge Canada Post strike, so he couldn't send any products to Canada, and then I'm assuming he also probably got crazy back-ordered and just hasn't had the time to send it. Ordered the Windwing rudder pedals, Windwing left joystick and TCA yoke, and a 1440p monitor on Sunday. The Windwing products arrived today. Amazon is always so slow for me. Damn. Somebody went crazy. Where do I get it? The Fly-by-Wire website? Yes, correct. If the Fly-by-Wire had a price tag on it, everybody would be flying it. I mean, everybody was flying the Fly-by-Wire. That was like the only commercial aircraft that got us through 2020. The first year of 2020. That's anything that anybody flew. Now, there's better options out there, but the Fly-by-Wire is still great for free. No. Logan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. The fly-by-wire is mid compared to what we have now. The problem with the fly-by-wire is there's just a lot of holes in it, like not being able to do RNAV approaches and stuff. I mean, come on. We're in a time now where, especially here in North America, RNAV is... I feel like RNAV is just as common as ILS approaches now. The fact that the fly-by-wire still cannot fly RNAV legs and RNAV paths and stuff like that, that's just it's a big, you know, it's a letdown. It really is. Ordered the Wing Control Orion pedals on Saturday afternoon. They arrived in the office this morning. Can't wait to get those bad boys hooked up. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Windwing shipping is actually kind of W. It depends where you're ordering from. Too bad we don't have a Phoenix Neo. We should be getting a Phoenix Neo soon. They're in development. We should get one soon. It's not only as common, but it's almost as accurate now. Yeah, correct. Yeah. I mean, that whole approach that we just flew into here, we wouldn't be able to do that if we were in the fly-by-wire. Have you done a GLS approach yet? I have not, no. I have not. Weeks, not months. Yeah, right. I don't think anything in flight sim development, CST, is monitored in weeks at this point. Unless, like, you're seeing a promotional video or you're seeing streamers with something from AnyBuilds, then you know it's actually coming soon. FS Realistic Plus? No, I'm not using FS Realistic Plus, no. Having a problem with GSX where the pushback movement is really stuttery. Do you have this? I do not, Arc. No. Years, not decades. Yeah, there you go. Years, not decades. Correct. Correct. What flight sim peripherals do you hope to add to your setup this year? I'd like to get the PU Air Korea radio stack, and I would like to add the Windwing Boeing FM, or Windwing MCP, the Boeing MCP, the autopilot panel. Those are the two things on my radar for this year. Those overhead panels look kind of cool. Nah. I don't have the space for that, man. I mean... I could probably set it up on like some type of mount or something, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Microsoft Delay Simulator 2024. Yeah. Well, if the SDK stopped changing, that would be dandy. It comes with a mount? Yeah, but it doesn't come with the arm. It comes with a mount. It comes with the mounting hardware, but you would still have to get some type of monitor mount. if you wanted to set it up properly, which would be behind your monitor, reaching over your monitor, like it would be in, you'd want it up and above your monitor, right? Hey Gap, happy Wednesday. No, you're the biggest Leaf, so you must have really enjoyed the big win over the Oilers last night. I'll love when the Leafs head to Edmonton. No. The mount is sold separately, does not come with it. Yeah, neither does the arm. Did you know, everybody that you're seeing that they've already pre-bought the arm. The mount is sold separately. I think it's an extra $30. And then you need to get some type of arm, which is, you know, you're looking at another $50 to $100 probably. Sunrise goalie fight was pretty cool in the Winter Classic between Boston and Tampa. Another question, when I go to the iFly website to download the 7.3 Max, what are the steps to do so? Because, like, I have 100% no, I haven't the sim since it's $60 or something like that. Well, yeah, when you purchase the airplane, you'll get an installer. And then you follow the instructions with the installer, and then it'll install into your simulator. Davis is getting his hooray command taken away. That was a premature hooray. Can you have hooray command access? I'll let you think about that one. He gave you a new hooray. Oh, wait, you got your new PC? Okay, never mind. I apologize. That deserves a hooray.
Fred B738. Green asked me, who do you say will win the Super Bowl this weekend between the Seahawks and Patriots? Listen, I don't give a frog's green ass about the Super Bowl, but if I had to pick, I'd say the team that can punt a ball directly into Tom Brady's smug face deserves a win. Bring on the chaos and let the pigskin fly.
Hey, Corbett, Tom Brady hasn't played football in many years. I think Corbett's living in the past. Isn't the Super Bowl just an excuse for everybody to get together and get shit-faced? That's how I always remembered it when I was a kid. All right, GSX, are we done? Boarding completed. Beautiful. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Let's jump down over here. Let's go to our Phoenix tab. We'll go to our ground services. We'll close you. We'll remove you. Beautiful. Let's go to the overhead. I'm going to pause the music now, actually. Let's turn our sounds back up. Let's go ahead and get our Cappy Purs on, our crew supply, beacon light, seatbelt sign, and fuel pumps are all going on. Very good. I will recycle my flight directors left side and right side. Beautiful. Pull you, push you, there we go. And initial climb 13,000. Very good. And GSX, continue pushback, please. And I just want you to do quick edit pushback on map. We're just going to go straight back. Nope. Straight back, sir. Like so. Very good. Oh, okay. I forgot. There we go. And we'll save route. And we'll release the park brakes. Squawk code 3365. Okay, same squawk code. Good. We'll restart you. We'll turn you on. We'll restart you. Let's go engine mode selector to the start position. Crank up the sounds. Enjoy engine start on number 1, friends. Yeah, Tony Romo sucks as an announcer. I do agree with that. Mr. Barry. That map is nice. Yeah, it's the new pushback map. Target app, instant savings, exclusive deals, curbside pickup, same-day delivery, and price checker. Who's ready to save? Look at that. I did a better job than you did. And I'm not even here working on behalf of Target. I think Target needs to hire me to do all their stuff. What do you think? I think so. All right, the park brake is set. Let's spool up number 2. Come stretch at Target today. Yeah. The moderator logo on mine isn't showing a wrench anymore. It's a shield. I'm still seeing a wrench. All the mods have wrenches. Inside of my eardrums vibrate when we spool up the engines in this aircraft. You see a shield? Really? Look at mine. Still a wrench. Interesting. Maybe on mobile? Could be, yeah. How do I start a company and how much do I do to start a company? I tried, it's not letting me start the company. Are you talking for career mode, Zoe? You need quite a bit. Quite a bit of money. All right, 2 good engines. APU bleed can go off. Wonderful. Let's set flaps position 2 for takeoff. Auto brake over to max RTO. Ground spoilers. Armed. Jesus Christ. Engine mode selector goes off. Trim value down 0.6. There we go. Down 0.6 is set. Wonderful. Wait, was that flaps 1 or flaps 2? Oh, it was a flap 1. Never mind. Flap 1. All right, park brake released. Let's go. I have no clue, Zoe. I didn't really do much of the... Yeah. I see a shield on my phone, but a wrench on my TV. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we're going out this way. How do I get the planes like you and do the passengers? This is not in career mode. This is just like free flight, if you will. Is that a 777? It is a 777. What the hell is flying a 777? Where's Mickety Mike? He might be sleeping or he might be working. One of the two. I'm wondering what this airplane's going to do beside me. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Cap, what keybind do you use to disable autopilot in the Airbus on final? Isn't it autopilot off? Thought it was autopilot off. Did you get the new FS Realistic? I did not, no. Carving people up like the 401? Yeah. How do you know how to start this plane, and it seems like you've been doing what you're doing? How do you start? I'm very confused. Well, it's like riding a bike. So the first couple times you do it, it's going to be a little bit weird. The more you do it, the more you get comfortable doing it. Yeah, I've ever been in San Francisco? No, never been to San Francisco. I've been to San Diego twice. One of my favorite cities in the U.S., San Diego. Let's do our takeoff config test. Perfect. ECAM is no blue. Triple 7 behind me is an interesting choice for this route. That's the beauty of VATSIM, my man. You fly whatever airplane you want, wherever the hell you want. Feel like flying the 777? Take it on out for a spin. You can pause and rewind YouTube videos. Yes, correct. So we got a Southwest taxi going on right now. Yeah, we need somebody to make the new scenery so that we have this new terminal to park at. Who parks at this terminal, chat? Is it all Southwest? Or is it like an international terminal now? Trying to get Vertical Sim to do it? Yes. As am I. I've already told him. He said he was considering doing John Wayne. I said John Wayne would be fun, but I think San Diego would be better, personally. Have I mentioned today that I hate the Phoenix braking system? No? Okay, I just did. I hate the Phoenix braking system. It's so sensitive and touchy. It's the only thing I dislike about this airplane, to be honest with you. The braking, the toe braking, the differential braking. You have to hold it down, but I use differential braking. 777's also going to San Fran? Nice. I don't mind the nose wheel steering, it's just the braking. Like, watch what happens when I apply brakes on either side. Well, that actually worked fine, but most of the time it either shoots to the left or shoots to the right, kind of like it did right there. Any tiller update? Nope, somebody asked me earlier. I have no clue what's going on with that, man. I have no clue, brother, man. Everything kind of got screwed up with the Canada Post strike when he was originally going to send it. I haven't heard anything since. banner is broken? Yeah, I'll fix it once we get airborne. Hey, Dan. 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 Dan, help. We need a banner, Dan. 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 Need tiller. There he goes. Paging Dr. Barrykov. Landing lights on. Runway turnoff is on. Strobe lights are on. Wing lights are on. Nose lights are on. I am back up on camera. Hello. Beautiful little stretch with our taxi here. I was stretching on some Khalifa mints. A little bit brave to be stretching on that this afternoon, but it's okay. San Diego traffic, United 285, lining up and waiting runway 27. Same thing. We need a Dan emote. Dan. Dan. The banner doesn't care about your deeds. Oh, hi, Henry. See, look, Henry came running as I was saying Dan. Hello, Henry. Who is as good as boy? As you. Looks like you're in San Diego. San Diego. In California, LA. We're in California, LA. San Diego. Just gonna go to the beach. Alright, that's on. That's set. Beautiful. You guys ready to row? Ready to row? Ready to go. Yeah, there we go. San Diego traffic, United 250 something. Running runway 27 San Diego. 285. I said 250 something. Good. Alright, sounds are up. Let's go flying, friends. Throttle's to about 40%. Beautiful. Slight nose down pressure. Chrono's on. Stabled. Let's go. Manflex 50 SRS runway. Auto thrust. Lure. Kickoff power set. We're rolling. .100 knots for neutral. E1, we're rotate.
San Diego, which is Spanish for whales, vaginas.
Positive rate, gear up. I was going to replay that donation, but I'm not going to replay that donation now. Thank you to whoever that was. You ruined almost the entire takeoff roll. Congratulations. I was going to replay that because I felt bad about missing it, but after that little demonstration, no, I am not. Wing view. Engines. Climb. Woof. There's SeaWorld. Chat, it's SeaWorld. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Delicious sounds. Alright, bring everything back down to a manageable level. Let's go runway turnoffs, nose lights, ground spoilers. Disarmed. Free Willy. And speed check, flaps clean. You went there a few months ago? Nice. On GSX customized airplane, what number should I put to the cargo goes to the back and the front on the fly-by-wire 320? You probably want belt loaders. Belt. Alright, well, one of the more boring SIDS out of an airport. We're on our way. There's 5,000 feet. I'll go autopilot on, bring you back up into the flight deck. We'll bug up our cruise altitude, no ATC, so we'll just send us all the way to 36,000 feet. Very good. And there we go. Leaving the coastline of California behind us. No, not California, San Diego. We're staying in California. How do you join on a flight in your guys' area like you? VATSIM. Put exclamation point VATSIM. But if you're having problems setting up your aircraft, I don't suggest doing VATSIM. That would be a great way to get removed from the network. Also, VATSIM's new rules, you have to be 16 years or older to sign up for a VATSIM account. I've put belt loaders, but both of the luggage loaders go to the same one, which is in the front. Huh. Try going to flightsim.to and try going to flightsim.to and seeing if there's a GSX profile for the fly-by-wire Neo. I'm assuming maybe that's what's going on, is it's not recognizing it as a Airbus airplane. Yeah. Exclamation point VATSIM. VATSIM. What are your 330 sensitivities? Default, Air Canada weight. All my sensitivities are default. Alright, we should be reaching 10,000 feet. There it is. Landing lights will come off. Seatbelt signs will go off as well. Beautiful. Nice little climb out. Some agua. Can you replay my Tangia? No. I will read the Tangia. It says, San Diego, which is Spanish for Wales. Yes. And then, however the bot said. Thank you, Cap Minnesota. When I go to the network, what do? I'm just going to say this as nicely as I can, Zoe. Don't go on the network. You're very clearly not ready to attempt to go onto the network. Picture VATSIM as like the final boss, right? When you get a video game, Super Mario, something like that, right? Usually, you know, it starts you off nice and slowly and you learn the game and the mechanics and how things work. And then you have like the final boss, which you beat that character and you've beat the game. That's kind of like what VATSIM is. VATSIM is the final boss of flight simming. It doesn't get any more realistic than flying on a network with other pilots and other controllers. So I'm just being as nice as I can. Learn how to fly the aircrafts properly on your own time offline. And then when you feel that you're ready and you feel like you're confident enough to get onto a network and speak to other people and fly the aircraft properly, that's when I would suggest going over to VATSIM. Now, I'm again, not being rude, just trying to help you out as best as possible. Because there's nothing more embarrassing than setting up for a VATSIM flight, getting on the network, and then getting absolutely destroyed and reprimanded by VATSIM controllers, VATSIM supervisors, and then getting your account essentially banned or timed out. You know, nobody wants that. I would like everybody to join at some point on VATSIM, but you have to be ready. You have to take the right steps. You can't just jump on the network, not know how to fly your aircraft, not know how to set up radios and squawk codes, and there's tons of stuff that you need to learn before just jumping on the network. Tons. Yep, Air Canada, wait. I answered you already, buddy. Default. I run all of my joystick profiles default. In Microsoft 2024, it's not like 2020. You don't need to, you don't need to make these crazy adjustments to your side stick sensitivities and stuff. Nothing worse than getting yelled at by ATC. Well, it's just embarrassing, right? Like, I get it. We've all been there. I've been there. Everybody, I'm sure, has been there at some point. Something doesn't work. Something's not working properly. The aircraft messes up. Something, whatever it may be. You have to be able to deal with those types of things and stuff. Cap, here it is. Airbus or Boeing? Both. I don't really have a preference, man. They're both really fun. Yep. Hey, Cap, hope you're doing well. Just come back from a solo flight for my PPL under the sunset. Was beautiful. Do you also have some news about the A220? Very cool, BU. I do not have any news about the A220, unfortunately. No. I do not. Been there, IRL. ATC can get quite nasty? Yes, correct. Yeah. I can think of a few things worse than getting yelled at by ATC. Having a tapeworm, probably worse. Yeah, but not, you know what I mean. Don't listen to AJ. I mean, that is terrible, but you know what I mean. Talking, flight sim. I get it. People are excited and they want to be able to fly with us and they want to be, they see all the ATC and they see all the other airplanes. I get it. People are excited and they want to, they want to try this. They want to be able to experience VATSIM and other things. I get that. But you have to take the right steps. It's not like it's not just like an open multiplayer where you can just kind of, if that's what you're looking for, I would suggest maybe checking out like the regular Microsoft multiplayer, that type of stuff, because then you can just log on, you can see other airplanes, you can fly loop-de-loops, there's no consequences to flying on like a multiplayer, that multiplayer network. VATSIM is a lot more serious and they have codes of conduct and supervisors, and yeah, you'll end up getting bitched out, yelled at, screamed at, and then it's going to ruin the experience for you. It's not going to, it might not ever be the same. So sad to see they were active during the last summer and the project feels dead. Sorry, which one's that, BU? Which one was that? When you hear call sign, what are you doing? You're screwed. Yeah. Oh yes, the banner was dead. I need to reset the banner. Thank you. You reminded me. Oh, the A220, it's coming, BU. We should be getting it sometime soon. Like within the next couple of months, I would expect. They said Q1 of 2026. Q1 2026. So should be coming soon. Soon, TM, yes. Now that I think about the last time I flew this route, the Max ended up hand flying the entire thing because I managed to accidentally open the manual gear extension door and bugged it out. Nice. Nice. Very nice. My prediction is either Valentine's Day or late March. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to see if they were going to be at the FS weekend in Lelystad in the Netherlands showcasing it off. I don't know. Max, 22 months. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you. Says W, 22 months, Cap. How are you and Henry keeping? We're doing well, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, brother. 22 months. 2 months away from your 2-year badge. Someone's getting his maple leaf very soon. Golden maple leaf. Thanks for support, brother. Appreciate you, man. Flying into the big airport is fun when you can accurately recite your clearances at the gate. First big clue, it's time to observe. Yes, correct. Spend lots of time. But here's the thing, though, Ian, is I feel like a lot of people that get into this hobby, they're like used to that like instant gratification, right? I think a lot of people don't realize that like getting into aviation or like flight simming and like wanting to take it to that level of like live ATC, VATSIM, Pilot Edge, etc., it takes a lot of work, man. Now, obviously, some people are going to be faster learners than others. Some people are going to get it. Some people it's going to click, whatever it may be, right? But I feel like the whole instant gratification, like I need to do this now. I saw somebody do this and now I need to do this now. Well, it's not that easy. There's, just like anything in life, if you want to get good at something, you have to practice, right? You don't just instantly become good at something. Nobody goes golfing and they're shooting, you know, a -10 under par the first round that they've ever gone to. It's the same thing when it comes to flight sim. It's the same thing with understanding and reading back radio calls, understanding how to work your aircraft properly and efficiently. Like, the last thing that, like, a VATSIM controller wants in a busy airspace is somebody that doesn't know how to fly their airplane, who's on comm, screaming, yelling. You know, we've seen it. We've heard it before. Do you guys remember years ago we were flying, I don't know what airplane we were flying, but we were flying, it might have been the PMDG 777. I think we were landing in London Heathrow, and there was a guy on comms talking about hydraulic failures, and he can't do this and he can't do that, and he was screaming on frequency, and the ETC was just like, it was quite a laughable experience. There's another airport down here that we need to fly into. Where is, where's whatchamacallit? Is that it right over there? No, that can't be it. I thought it was down here. Long Beach Airport. Is that Long Beach right there? Is that it? I thought there was like 2 runways, intersecting runways. I could be wrong. It's been forever since I've flown to Long Beach. That is the one, that is Long Beach right here that I'm looking at? Oh shit, okay. Huh. I don't know why in my brain did I think there was like intersecting runways. Boeing fan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Yeah, but they said last summer it will be the end of 2025. I think they don't communicate too much. Well, join their Discord, BU. I think a lot of people get a little bit confused. If you want to stay up to date with any of these developers, Phoenix, PMDG, AnyBuilds, all of the developers, you have to join their Discord. That's the only way that you're going to get weekly, bi-weekly, monthly updates for aircraft. You have to join the Discords. That's the only place that you'll get those type of updates. Yeah. That was not Long Beach? That's what I thought. What do you do after I sign into VATSIM? Well, I'm glad that you listened to absolutely nothing that I said. So, good luck to you, my friend. I think that's where we're going to end the conversation on what you should be doing with VATSIM. So, I see that I spent all that entire time explaining to you as nicely and easily as I can for you to ignore every single thing that I just said. So, good luck, my friend. Good luck. Good luck to you. We were looking at John Wayne. That was John. I thought John Wayne was closer up into like the mountains. Isn't John Wayne somewhere? That was definitely not John Wayne. John Wayne has 2 parallel runways. There's LAX, chat. Mm-hmm. This is why I could never be a father. Oh, fuck. I could never have kids, man. I legitimately think I would go fucking nuts. Yeah. Well, I'm on their Discord and also their tag, but we don't get much announcements. Oh, okay. I don't know about that one, Bomb Tech. It's 2026, my man. I did have to reprimand a couple of aircrew IRL in my career, very unfortunately, but it needed to be done. Retirement means I reprimand other people. Exactly, GMC. Exactly. We should get GMC be an ATC over there in Europe somewhere. Have you ever considered that, GMC, or are you so far like I'm done with the whole ATC stuff? Have you ever considered signing up for VATSIM? Like the controlling aspect of it? What a world we live in, friends. That was Joint Forces Base Los Alamitos. Long Beach is just northwest of that. Okay, got you. Oh, Bomb Tech. Never underestimate the powers of YouTube chat. So, a question, Cap, what are your predictions for the Super Bowl? I have no clue, man. Who knows? Who knows? I have watched zero football. Zero football this year. So I'll talk these days about how the future is the future of self-driving cars and self-flying planes. Do you ever see this happening in your lifetime? I don't think so, Max. I don't know. I signed up to the test and realized I have a life. This guy, man. Absolute savage. Savagery, GMC. We're supposed to be at 3.5 or 3.60. We're supposed to be at 3.60. Why did the airplane level off at 3.5? Wait, what? Oh, that was weird. My autopilot panel in front of me was saying 36, but on here it was showing 35,000. I was wondering why we weren't climbing. We got it. Too Wicked, 37 months. Appreciate you, my man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for support. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 37 months, my man. Snoop, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Self-flying planes are a big no-no right now. Yeah, well. After dealing with plenty of Chicago buffoonery on the train and etc., people, in fact, can be dense. Yes. I call them quote-unquote special. Quote-unquote. Special. My special little guy. We got a couple of them in chat. Special little guys. Cap, do you think the Sens will make the playoffs? No. Unfortunately, I don't, Mike. As much as I would love to see them make the playoffs, I just don't see it, man. Although they've been playing some damn good hockey, they kind of screwed up last night. They should have at least got a point last night in Carolina. I don't care if you lose in overtime, you got to get that point. And they let Carolina, terrible line change with 5 minutes left in the game, send Carolina in on a breakaway, boom. Not to mention we have a 37-year-old goaltender in James Reimer in net. No bueno. How much is the Phoenix? You can put exclamation point aircraft, Snoop. It'll take you directly to the website. No, Jordan, it's a 5-year-old account. Go Carolina? Dude, Carolina, that goalie that you guys have, Bussy or Boosie, whatever his name is, that dude's incredible, man. Undrafted, 28 years old, just comes out of nowhere. Fastest goalie to 20 wins. Third fastest goalie to 20 wins ever. I don't know anything about hockey, but I live in Carolina, so I'm a fan by default. Got you. That makes sense. Hot hand in the neck gets you a cup? Absolutely. Yeah. 9 days until college baseball. Really? Damn. I think spring training is supposed to start soon, isn't it? I think it starts in Munch? Munch of Munch? March? I'm about to say the month of March, but I combined March and month together. April 1st? For spring training? Correct, Bomb Tech. I do that quite a bit, actually. Believe it or not. Yeah, the Wild are really good this year, man. I've heard they're trying to trade that other goalie. Who do they have? I forget his name. Wallstat, I think. Hoot hoot. Hello, Mr. Owls. Welcome back. So we've already explained it as best as we can, my friend. I don't know what you're expecting me to do when it comes to like helping you get onto VATSIM. There's hundreds of tutorials out there. There's tutorials on the VATSIM website. There's YouTube videos. That's going to be your easiest way to get onto VATSIM. There's not much that I can do. I mean, I'm not going to walk you through the install process and all that. Like, there's specific and dedicated videos for that. Nexon, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Cap, cannot wait to spend part of my birthday Friday with you flying, brother. Hell yeah, Cap Delta Dog. Should be fun, man. I don't know where we're flying on Friday yet. Cap, when a German co-pilot intentionally crashed a Germanwings plane March of 2015, did that change anything for pilots and crew leaving the flight deck? I think it did, yes. I believe that it did. I'm not sure how it works, but I think... Doesn't somebody else need to be in the flight deck at the same time if like one of the flight attendants has to go into the cockpit or something? I don't know. Yes, correct, Fuber. There's an exam and you have to be 16 years or older. Cap, I want to go to the NHL Stadium Series next year in Utah. That'd be pretty cool. 2 crew at all times. There you go. 2 crew. And if Owls is flying, you got to have about 4 crew in there. Do not trust an owl flying your airplane. Big no-no. Big, 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 big no-no. I am 17. Perfect. You can get into VATSIM. So like I said, just watch a couple tutorials, get you all set up. Go to Google or go to YouTube. How to set up VATSIM. Boom. Probably 50 videos that are going to show up. You a golfer? I used to golf all the time, P-Thibs. 2 of my buddies that I used to golf with don't live here anymore. And I kind of lost interest, man. The last couple of years, I just haven't been... It's tough, man, going by yourself.
Well, hello,
I'm not a fan of going to the golf course by myself and getting paired up with, like, randoms. And I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of that. I like to go out to the golf course and I like to rip a ton of J's, too, right? Like, I'm stretching every second or third hole. And half the time you're with, like, older people or... I don't know. VATSIM also has a whole training course you can take to learn before you do the test. There you go. Haven't done an After Dark golf stream in a while? You're right, we haven't. I haven't played much golf. Yeah. Start a Captain Canada Invitational. Nice. AJ with a 3 bones says, not to be confused with 2 Live crew. If you know, you know. This guy, man. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate you, brother. Randoms in golf are the worst. 100%. 100%, dude. And, like, I'm a pretty sociable person, but, like, when I go out to the golf course, it's usually to, like, kind of just chill out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to talk to random people and make conversation. Just want to go and play golf. You know? Like, I don't need to know your life story. I'm okay, thank you. I used to have 2 buddies I used to go with all the time. And they both moved. One moved to Edmonton, one moved to Calgary. One of them's a pilot, so he gets to golf all the time, and I'm always jealous. Because he has a bunch of his, you know, pilot buddies that he goes golfing with and stuff. What do pilots do? They golf or fish, right? They have so much free time. They're either golfing or they're fishing. Every pilot I've ever met in my life is either a golfer or a fisher. One of the two. Or just to complain. We love to complain. There you go. If I go golfing, I get sloshed. Nah. I used to do that, but like I said, now it's just like, for me, it's stretching. But I'm also not one of those people that like blatantly stretches in public and like, I don't care if you don't like the smell. Kind of just, you know. Dad went out to get milk, hasn't been back in 3 hours. Uh-oh. Should check Davis. Davis knows a little thing about that. I stretch too, and my elbow. Hate the pressure of playing with randoms, different skill level and all. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Like, and I'm not very good at golf. Like, I'm okay. I can shoot like high 80s, low 90s. But yeah. I don't know if you knew, but Lufthansa is retiring the 330. Really? Huh. What are they replacing it with, Owls? 21 Neos or something? You're trolling? Oh. Shouldn't you be in school or something, man? Fucking guy. They're retiring the 340? Well, that would make a lot more sense. So this is why we need 4 people in the flight deck when Owls leaves. Correct. We gotta fix all his mistakes. Watch past streams and you mentioned something about disabling interior for airport sceneries. How do you do that? Some developers give you the option to do that. Some don't. So it really depends on where and who you're buying your sceneries from. Just got home. Stop being such a Gerber. What the fuck is that? Oh, man. School ends at 2:15. He was a holly jolly schoolboy today. Nice. Look at Owls, man. I first started watching your streams like 7-8 years ago. Probably as younger. I really thought you meant stretching as an exercise. I mean... depends how you look at it, but you could also say that we're also stretching as an exercise. We're just not, you know, we're not exercising your traditional muscles, if you will. It's asking for us to enter our descent data, so we will do that now, my friends. Let's see what the weather's doing down in San Francisco. Oh, you know why it's weird? Because we didn't do this. That would be why. Yep, thank you. Select an approach. We're on the ILS 28 left. Via Eddie. Yes. Very good. Weather, San Francisco. What do we got? Winds calm, 10 miles clear, 14, 30, 25. 14, 30, 25. Winds calm. We don't like a winds calm, chat. Winds calm, no bueno. ILS approach 213 on the decision height. 213 barrel minimums. Good. That is done. That is done. Top of descent, 47 miles, amigos. 47 miles. Such a purty looking plane. Winds calm, instant crosswind. No, I suck when the winds are nothing. Long exercises are still exercises, correct. That's a little bit loud. Cat thrives under pressure, 100%. I do so much better with a crosswind or short runway. Yeah. So in my opinion, it's like the early variants of the 340, like the 300. You can guess what they're known for. Are those the ones with the hairdryer engines? I thought all 340s had the hairdryer engines. All the stroopwafels and Biscoff cookies are gone. We must blame Daniel Barakov. I agree. I have my own secret stash of Biscoffs, but you cannot have any. Nope. They're mine. Is there a 340 for Microsoft? There is. The AnyBuilds 340. And there's also one in development from Aerosoft and Tolis. But currently, right now, you have access to the AnyBuilds 340. Fantastic if you're into the 340. I thought all the 340s were underpowered. Coming soon, TM. Of how that's become like a meme here in Flight Sim. I know, P-Thibs, he will. Goodbye, Zoe. Good luck with your VATSIM stuff on YouTube and Google. Hopefully we'll see you flying along with us sooner than later. Winds calm, going to be a little prank awaiting? Exactly, Mike. You already know what's going to happen. You want him to fly along? Only if you fly along with me, Owls. Please. Zach, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Don't say no, Owls. Don't say no. Take close to a 2-year badge? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. The 5 and 6 have specially designed Rolls-Royce engines. Got you. Anyways, just came in to cause havoc. Have a great rest of the stream. Be a good boy, Owls. We'll see you soon, buddy. See you soon. All right, we are 5 miles from top of descent. It says speed error at He-Man. I'm not going to be worried about that. Descent on the Surfer 4 takes us to Eddy, 6,000 feet, 240 knots. So we're going to bug up 6,000 feet, and we're going to punch that in, and we'll start our descent now. And then here, I'll give you this wing view. Listen to the engines as they spool down. Ready? Shh, listen. So good. So good. I had our chase plane removed all my numpad views. Yeah, I mean, you just have to go through and reset them, Oliver. But once you do it for one plane variant, you can just export them in for all the other ones. Yeah, a little bit of a pain in the ass to set up initially, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's the worst thing if you're ever scared of flying IRL. What, when the engines spool back like that? No, it's the best. He's the best. It was a 340-300 underpowered due to the CFM engines, which is designed for narrow-body airplanes like a 7.3 and a 320. Got you. Diego, hello, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Good afternoon from Jensen, Carolina. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you guys are well. Happy Wednesday. Just noticed that you finally have the diamond leaf? Fuber. Hell yeah, dude. Well, what do you mean? No. Because you have the... You've been around for a while, because that's not... You get the golden maple leaf after 2 years. Oh, you have the diamond. Yes, correct. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, you're diamond. Diamond level, sir. My man. Cap, do you have FS Realistic Plus? I do not, Diego. No. I am just running Chase Plane with the real physics camera. Shine bright like a diamond. What does Chase Plane do? It completely rewrites the entire camera system for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think so, Fuber. I think it's gold, platinum, diamond, or gold, diamond, platinum. I can't remember how it goes. Just about to land in Heathrow in the 319. Wish me luck. Smash it. Smashy, smashy. YouTube shows us 4 years. Ah, there you go. Nine-tailed, what's up, my friend? What is my favorite airport to fly into? You know, I get asked that all the time. I don't think I can give you an honest answer, man. There's so many. I honestly don't think I have a favorite airport. There's just so many airports out there. About to start the 320 TR. What advice can you give me? Thanks. A 320 TR. What's a 320 TR? Training? I have zero advice, sir. I am just a flight sim pilot. I am not a real-world Airbus flyer. Whatever information I can give you is most likely incorrect. Flew the Mad Dog into Rome today. Weather was nasty. Ooh. Did you get the new Rome from MK? Type rating. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, dude, I am... Might as well try and learn Chinese at the same point right now together. Because, yeah. Gab, do you think Wing Control's aggressive strategy of partnering with a wide variety of content creators is being effective? What's your take on it? Well, absolutely. Free publicity, man. WinWing has to do... What does WinWing do? They send them a product and boom. You get thousands of views and clicks, and absolutely it is, man. Yep, WinWing's doing it right. For sure. Yeah, I'm very excited for the 7.4 as well. I can't wait to do some cargo runs in the 7.4, man. Need some speed brake out a little bit above profile. San Francisco approach is beautiful, man. You come in, kind of sends you out here into this little bay area out Silicon Valley, and then we're going to go across some mountain ranges and then down into like San Jose, kind of, and then it takes you out over the water just before Oakland, and you get San Francisco. It's beautiful. Did you see the Speed Tape Films teaser? I did. Very excited. New episodes coming this month. Very interesting. Sounds like I'll have some great content to watch at night while I'm hanging out. It's perfect. Oh, winds have changed. 060 at 3 now. 3022. I wonder if it's changed in here. We'll put 3022. And then what were the winds? 060 at 4? 060 at 3. 06 at 3. Now, I don't know if the sim will have already picked up this, but we'll plug it in anyways. And we'll go 3022. Good. I think this whole area here was redone with new photogrammetry and stuff. I remember seeing that in the trailer. Which San Francisco do you recommend? Flight Beam San Francisco! Exclamation point scenery in chat if you would like a link. There's also a direct link in the description below. Yeah, you want Flight Beam San Francisco. Not feel there? No. The only feel there scenery that I will ever suggest and recommend right now is Cincinnati. They unfortunately make the best Cincinnati, which doesn't really say much, but Cincinnati is the only feel there scenery that you'll ever see me probably fly into. I actually think I have their St. Louis as well. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. How many type ratings do these guys have? Speed tape films? That's insane. I think they're typed on the 320 series, so 19, 20, 21. I think they have their 787, their 777. Those are most airplanes that you see them fly. I think he might have his 330 as well. So probably 319, 20, 21, 330, 777, 787. I think those are, and 737. Don't forget about that. That's a big one that they fly as well. I've seen the one with the 7.5. Yep, you're right. 7.5, 7.6. I have seen them fly that as well. I saw the 7.6 one. Yeah. No, they're awesome, dude. They're those are great videos. They're so well made as well. The production value on the videos is always good. There's always like a little story going on with like some nice smooth jazz in the background. And then of course the beautiful views of them flying along, and you learn a lot about all those little airports that they fly into, the little fuel stops and stuff that they do. We just did that not too long ago. We did the Guam United Island Hopper. We went to all those little islands. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, new Cockpit Casual soon. Yeah, very cool, man. Very, very cool. All right. So San Jose is just over there. Just on the other side of those mountains. You can actually probably see the airport. That's downtown San Jose, so the airport's right here. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're coming up on 10,000 feet. We're going to arm. Hey, I got it first time that tried. Nice. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is set to low. Good. 3022 is set. For the QNH, we've got our minimum set. There's 10,000 feet, so we'll go seatbelts and landing lights. We'll ding the cabin. Advise that we are 10 minutes from landing. His father does the music? Yes, he does. Yeah. Are you going to go back to 2020 to fly the 7.5 or stick with 24? Now, I'll use the compatible version in 24. Presuming there's no, like, crazy bugs. If you saw the update video that Bluebird posted on their YouTube channel, they were basically saying that like everything should work functionality wise, everything should work in the 2024 version upon release. It's just not going to take advantage of some of the new stuff that 2024 offers. But we are getting a 2024 native version as well for free if you purchase the 7.5. There was another series on Just Planes recently. Saw a Cathay 74 trip Anchorage to Hong Kong. Nice. Be a cool one. Man, we had a great flight into Hong Kong last week. On Saturday, we went from Sydney to Hong Kong. 8.5 hours. 8 hours and 26 minutes. Bluebird 7.5 is going to be really cool. First day purchase for certain? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, my friend. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to activate approach phase on the McDo. Good. I'm then going to pull the speed, and I'm going to go 240. I'm also going to get some speed brake out here because the aircraft seems to be dive bombing to hit this restriction. 3,000 feet per minute. When does the Bluebird drop? No clue yet. Q3 2026. So, sometime in there. God, that looks so good out there. Sometime Q3 2026. Hey Gap, got a quick question I'm sure you've answered before. I've got the exact same specs as you, but why use FSR3 instead of NVIDIA FrameGen? Great question, Goose. I'm going to try and explain it as quickly as I can. I use a dual PC setup. So when I use native FrameGen, only I see the native FrameGen. You guys don't see it as a viewer. The only way to get 1440p 60 FPS for you as a viewer is to use FSR. I don't know why the capture card software, OBS, does not like frame gen. It for whatever reason, it will not display frame gen frames. It will only display native frames. So the way that I run my PC is I have I run my sim at 30 FPS and then use frame gen to double or triple my frames. Right now I'm using FSR2, which allows me to double my frames. So the sim is actually running at 30 FPS, which makes it for a much smoother experience. The PC isn't trying to get these crazy frames. It's not using all of its resources to worry about frames. So by locking your frames at 30 in the sim and then using a frame gen, either NVIDIA frame gen or FSR, whatever it may be, I just noticed that it's a lot more smooth, and the viewing experience as well should be much better for the viewers. So that's the reason. If I was not streaming, or if OBS would capture frame gen frames, I would 100% be using frame gen. But because it doesn't, I have to use FSR. Hopefully that makes sense. I tried. It's a little bit of a loaded question, I know. And the answer isn't so easily as just, oh, because this. Alright, 210 on the speed. We're looking good. CTAF frequency for San Francisco is 120.5. So we'll tune to that now. 1205. Good. What has really changed in city update? What's changed? So new photogrammetry, new ortho. There's a bunch, man. A bunch has changed. The approach into San Diego was beautiful. You see it immediately. Alright, speed check, flaps 1, ground spoilers in. That'll help maintain the speed. Oh, I didn't get it first. Oh, there we go. I got it. I feel like you have to be like on the side of it now. To prevent the dive bombing in the Phoenix on descent, set your cost index to 5, about 50 nautical miles more descent, and then descent is much smoother. So my only concern with that, Johan, is when you descend on a cost index of 5, your descent speed is very low. Like, I've noticed like 250, 260 knots through Mach transition, which is far too low. Especially if there's people like around you and stuff. Why am I getting a traffic call out? Well, there's now an airplane right on top of me. I don't know where he came from. I don't know. San Francisco traffic, United 285, ILS 28 left, San Francisco. Alright, there's 2500. We'll go gear down. We'll bring our speed to 180 knots. Good. Parallel approach? No, he's like right behind me. Maybe he is a... It was the 777. He caught up to everybody because he's a 777. Found him. Found him. Speed check. Flaps 2. Let's go final approach speed now. Wonderful. We'll go upstairs. We'll get all of our lights on. Good, good, good. Good, good. Ground spoilers are armed. Just waiting for full flaps. We'll jump out here. We'll go speed check. Flaps 3. Yeah, you can just tell by the photogrammetry down here now, too. It's so much better than it was. Much more detailed, much more crisp looking images of the buildings and stuff like that. It's quite nice. Looks quite nice. All right, we're approaching 160 knots. We'll go speed check. Flaps full. Very good. Very good. We'll go ahead and start our replay. We are now recording, and I'm going to throw on control cam. I'm going to take control of the aircraft. Beautiful. We'll put our sounds up. Enjoy the arrival, friends.
1000.
Checked. Landing checklist, gear down, flaps full, ECAM, no blue. Wonderful. So I am showing that little bit of a 4-knot quartering tailwind. Should be no factor, but I am showing it, so that means we are on... The weather has updated in the sim as well. No, chill out with that, Captain Carolina. You don't need to be doing stuff like that, man. See how much faster his approach speed is than us. Which is a little bit weird, because we're pretty quick on our approach speed as well.
500.
Checked. Pretty cool visual, though, seeing him land right there in front of us.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Goes down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Very nice, friends. Very nice. Not too floaty. Perfect. 70 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to San Francisco. Brakes going off. We'll vacate here at the next left. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Onto the brakes. San Francisco traffic, United 285, vacating 28 left, San Fran. All right, we'll vacate to the left. Very good. Bring you back up into the flight deck. Very good. And with that, our parking should be... where are we parking? I think it's right here, isn't it? Yeah, we're right there. Perfect. Let's go to GSX. Select from map. And we want this guy right here on the corner. Select. No. Good. And runway, sorry, landing lights are off, nose light off, runway turn-offs off, strobe lights off, wing lights off, APU master start switch goes on. Good. There's our gate right over there where we started the day, friends. We'll clean up the ground spoilers, we'll clean up the flaps. Very good. Going this way. Should be right on the corner here for us. Beautiful. APU master start switch is on. Nose light goes off. Life begins at 40. Take care, my man. Hopefully we'll see you tonight for the other stream. If not, I will catch you on Friday, my good sir. Not a bad landing. I would say it was a great landing. 140 foot per minute, minimal float. Felt like a good landing to me. Take that all day. I'm not quite sure what this docking system is. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Am I waiting for an orange and red light? Maybe? Oh, yeah, there's orange light. Will it give me a red light? Or is that just where I'm supposed to stop? Oh, there's the red light. Okay, cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Is that a new thing with GSX? Interesting. APU and APU bleed is on. Very good. Give you a nice little wing view here of these engines spooling down. Engine 1, engine 2 off. Listen to that. What a beauty. What a beauty, friends. Delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Upstairs, let's go ahead and get the fuel pumps off. Let's go ahead and cap your purrs and crew supply, beacon lights, seat belts off. And we'll go to GSX. We'll request deboarding. Very good. And I don't know where that guy's going, so we'll just do that. All right. And we'll jump outside. Get a nice little view of our airplane. Close that. Close you, move forward. There we have it. There we have it, my amigos. A beautiful looking airplane after a beautiful day of flying. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I love SoCal flying, dude. I could fly out here every week. I could do these legs all day, every day. So good. So good. Okay, we don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. I'm not sure what GSX is doing, so we'll just jump back inside the aircraft. We'll just restart the Kutal script. We'll make sure that that's closed and those are removed. Good. We'll then go and disconnect from VATSIM. That's not VATSIM, that's VATSIM. Disconnect from you, close you. Good. Go to panel states. We're going to go ready. We're going to activate. Good. I'll set my flaps. I'll head upstairs. I'll make sure all of our lights are on for replay. On, and on. Good. And give it a couple seconds. I would like to know who put go away as 19% of the vote. Rude, right? What I'm saying, man. You know what's even crazier? 447 votes, but how many likes are we at? 264. I don't know about you, but my math ain't mathin'. That math ain't mathin' very mathematically. Mathing. Nope, non-existent. Flaps are out, engines are on and available. Beautiful. Let's hit the replay button here, friends. Pause that bad boy. Bring this in just a little bit. We'll go from like about here. Should be good. Trim, start. Yes. Resume. Beautiful. Let's jump outside. Get a nice little view here of our landing, friends. Let's see how smooth. Let's grab it from this side, actually. We can see the sun reflecting on the beautiful fuselage. All right, let's see how she looks, amigos. It felt pretty good in the flare. We'll see how it goes. What is this? Oh, it's really picking that up? Jesus. I voted go away to the pole, a.k.a. remove the pole. No. No. There's the flare. Hold it nicely. Beauty. Perfect. Nose down gently. Onto the strut. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous landing, my amigos. Absolutely gorgeous. I have no complaints about that one. Listen to this bad boy overflying us. Such a cool view from the pier. Try and get it like right down to the touchdown spot for us. Right here, there we go. Beauty. What a beauty. Little smoke show for you guys as we make our way by. Not too shabby, friends. Not too shabby, my friends. We're going to take that 10 out of 10 times, that's for sure. 10 out of 10 times. Well, everybody, that's going to end this afternoon's live stream. We are live in a couple hours from now. About 3.5 hours from now, we're going to be live. We'll be doing some Air Canada ops this evening out of Montreal. We'll do some nighttime ops as well, so if you're looking forward to that, please do come and hang out. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you guys so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this would not be possible. I say it every stream. I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys are what allow me to do this full time, and for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you all so much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value but still supports the stream in any way that you can, smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM, whatever it may be, I'd like to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. Again, we are live in a couple hours from now, so if you're looking for something to do tonight, please do come hang out. I'm going to go take my special first officer for a WALK, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to set up this evening's flight plan. I don't know where we're going to be going. Montreal to somewhere. I don't know. A lot of people were saying Montreal to Halifax. That could be fun. I feel like Montreal down to somewhere in the US, though. I almost want to do New York at night again. I almost want to do Newark or LaGuardia. LaGuardia? But I don't know. We've done New York a little bit lately. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll catch you guys in a couple hours. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!